unshaken, a voice in the storm, a man of conviction, a heart reborn. He spoke the truth when the cost was high. He lived for Jesus, unafraid to die. We are Charlie Kirk, we carry the flame. We'll fight for the gospel, we'll honor his name. We are Charlie Kirk, his courage our own. Together unbroken, we'll make heaven known. A husband, a father, his family held near. A home built on scripture, on faith without fear. The world tried to silence, but his voice remains. Innocent echoes in Christ it sustains. We are Charlie Kirk, we carry the flame. We'll fight for the gospel, we'll honor his name. We are Charlie Kirk, his courage our own. Together unbroken, we'll make heaven known. The battle is raging, the darkness will fall. We rise with his spirit, we answer the call. The truth is eternal, the cross is our guide. With God as our captain, we march side by side. We are Charlie Kirk, we carry the flame. We'll fight for the gospel, we'll honor his name. We are Charlie Kirk, his courage our own. Together unbroken, we'll make heaven known. We are Charlie Kirk, forever alive. We are Charlie Kirk, with God we will rise.
Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk. I'm working out on the barn. I just shot 5 of my pigs. I am working on the barn. I gotta sell my crops. I am working out on the barn. I am in red clothes. I am not Santa Claus. I am simply in the barn. I just cleaned up all the hay. Now there's animals that I gotta pay. Oh, and I gotta feed the chicken the seeds. Oh, because you know that's what they really need. Bongos on the farm. Bongos in the farm. Chickens, pigs, and cows and goats. Yo, don't tell me which you love the most. Yo, don't tell me what you love the most. I got chickens, cows, pigs, and the goats. I killed them all and then I turned them into ghosts. Now I have to walk around a lonely farm. It gets so lonely around this time.
time. 'Cause my crops don't grow in time. My wheat is dead. My corn is dead. And my wife is dead. She died of old age. Now I'm Buggos on the farm. Buggos in the farm. Chickens, pigs, and cows and goats. You don't tell me which of the most. Charlie Kirky. I spot the perky. Charlie Kirky. I just Charlie Kirky. Charlie Kirk, man, he just popped the perk, then he fucking died in Utah, man, I'm tweaking. What the fuck is going on, man? What are you doing right now? What you doing this weekend? Trying to get you in the farm tonight. Trying to get you to milk that cow just right. Milk that cow and put his nut in. Push my buttons. Charlie Kirky.
Hi, Charlie Kirky. I just popped a perky. Is it picking up my mic? Yeah, it is. Hi. Hi, Castro. Hi, Fox. Hi, Mira. Hi, Benson. Hi, wife. Hi, Captain C. Hello, Botrix. Whatever. Hi. All right, we need to have a serious conversation about this AI. About this so-called AI. All right? If you use any form of AI ever, if you've ever used AI in your life ever, you should be shot and put down like a dog. You should be killed. You should be shot in the neck. No, I can't continue that. Oh. Yeah, I can't continue that. What's wrong, Marcus? Why are you so girl already? Because it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. This so-called Larian Studios decided it was a great idea to look at AI. They look at AI images. They sick fucks. They look at them. These sick fucks. Yeah, I'm never buying a game from you ever again, bud. You sick individuals. I can't believe you would ever look at an AI image. I can't believe you do that. That's fucked up. That's actually seriously fucked up. But in all seriousness, essentially, what's going on is after Larian announced Divinity, the new game that they're releasing, it turns out that they admitted about something about using like AI as a reference for their artist, right? They said something like, we use AI for reference art or something. And so the internet blew the fuck up, and then they were like, oh my god, I'm never gonna buy this game. Oh, I'm never gonna buy this game. Oh, what the hell? I'm never buying this. This is getting ridiculous. All these companies, they think they're so high and mighty. They're just gonna fucking, they're just gonna use AI. Oh, they're replacing real workers. And so Larian made a response. Holy fuck, guys. We're not pushing hard for or replacing concept artists with AI. We have a team of 72 artists, of which 23 are concept artists, and we are hiring more. The art they create is original, and I'm very proud of what they do. I was asked explicitly about concept art and our use of Gen AI. I answered that we use it to explore things. I didn't say we use it to develop our concept art. The artists do that, and they are indeed world-class artists. We use AI tools to explore references, just like we use Google and art books. At the very early ideation stages, we use it as a rough outline for composition, which we replace with original concept art. There is no comparison. I talked about how we use ML here. If you would like to know more, I'm not going to read that. We've hired creatives for their talent, not for their ability to do what a machine suggests, but they can experiment with these tools to make their lives easier. So, the point is, Twitter users are retarded. Twitter users are essentially very retarded, because what this basically means is they're really only using it for just reference art. It's no different than going outside and looking at the night, like looking at the sky. It's no different than looking up like images on Google, except they're just typing like a certain thing into like they're probably just typing a certain prompt into a AI thing to generate some art so they can get a kind of feel for what they want the world to look like. They're using it as reference art so they can kind of get an understanding of what they want to make, which is completely fine. I don't really like see the issue. I don't really like see the ultimate issue. And on top of that, there's another problem. Every gaming company uses AI, by the way. Expedition 33 used AI in their game. Multiple different companies have used AI in their games. It is not out of the ordinary in today's time for companies to use a little bit of AI. They sprinkle in a little bit of use of AI because believe it or not, but AI has been around for years and people use AI for video games. That's like a normal thing. But for some reason, there's this like mass hysteria that AI is like this evil thing that we physically should never use ever again. Like, it's just like we can't use it once. We can't even look at it. If you look at it, you're like evil. If you type into ChatGPT, you're like you're a piece of shit and you need to be like beaten senselessly. Hi, Gamma. Gonna be 100% real, Marcus. AI is an issue, but this 100% not the issue people should be freaking out about on the regular, like the art people do. Oh, I think AI is the issue. But a lot of people are freaking out over the fact that companies, like gaming companies, are using AI in their games. And for the most part, when you actually look into what is being used in the games, like what AI is replacing, it's not really that big of a deal. It's essentially just a lot of companies are using it for help with concept, like reference art, like the Larian is doing here, or they're using it in certain areas to help with game development. It's not replacing any jobs. It's just making the person who's working on its jobs easier. They're not like typing a prompt into AI to make them do the job for them. They're just simply using it as a tool to help fix A, B, and C to help them with that process. AI is useful. There are ways to make AI useful. I'm not like anti-AI. I want to make that very clear. The AI can be extremely useful. There are ways that AI is not useful, like replacing art, like artwork, and replacing music, and replacing like voice acting. Those are things that I think AI shouldn't be used for. But AI is a thing that we can use for a lot of things to help us with things. That's not like evil. I don't think that's like inherently evil. It can be definitely used as a tool, and I don't think it's that like egregious if a company decides to use it for reference art. Look at what the most advanced AI can do at their peak, and then think what they could do in 50 years from now. Once we hit the AI singularity, we are 100% done. I don't think that's true, because I think AI will always have room for errors, and human error is a lot less than I think than a lot of these things. We're always going to need people to be able to check the work of AI. I don't think there's ever going to be a universe where AI just becomes perfect and it'll never have errors. I think there's always going to be moments where errors will occur. No matter how good we get at making AI, there's always going to be moments of error. Plus, I do agree that we shouldn't replace jobs with AI. Like I said, I have no issue with people using it as a tool to help them with their work. But once it becomes a replacement for your job, that's when I start to have an issue. Hi, Ben. I'm so sick, man. Hey, get healthy. The mass hysteria is because of the amount of resources needed to train AI. I mean, yeah, but you have to. Okay, here's the reality. Let's live in a little bit of a reality here. AI is going to exist for years to come. It's going to exist. It's going to keep existing. It's not going to just cease to exist. We've hit a point where AI is becoming an everyday thing for us. We use ChatGPT. We use fucking Mrao goes on his little fucking AI thing to talk to like some AI woman so he can trick her into like doing like roleplay sex with him on stream. I mean, we use it for a lot of things nowadays. I guess no, I don't really know what an AI singularity is. Like, do you mean just becomes one thing? Like just one singular like AI is the things that solves everything or something. Like, AI is going to essentially just become a part of everyday life. It's a matter of how do we regulate it. And I don't think Larian Studios using AI generated art is going to destroy artists' career, especially when they have claimed that they have 72 artists on their team and 23 who are their concept artists. Is basically the point that a true self-aware AI and can think for itself and make its own decisions with zero human input. So you mean like a sentient life? I don't know if that's ever going to happen. I'm not 100% sure that's ever going to happen. I can see it happening, but I don't know if AI could ever get to that point. It's like I said, AI is always going to have errors. Like, even in modern AI that is like, seems like really good and it does a really good job, you still see errors within those AIs. And we've been people keep making these claims that like, oh dude, it gets better and better each year. But it hasn't really changed. People are still just using it for the same purposes of like talking to like ChatGPT and like generating art. It's not really like changing its trajectory. It's just kind of staying in the same space. But I don't really think life will ever become a thing through AI. 100, 200 years? Yeah, I was going to say, it would take a long time. Like, I think if it's going to happen, it's going to take years. Like, to a point where we just when we start relying on computers to a degree where all we do as our jobs is how do we make the computer smarter? How do we make it better? How do we make it stronger? Like, I feel like that's the only case where they start to become like sentient, is when we just become heavily reliant. So we try to make it as smart as physically possible, and just up the ante as much as physically possible. But at the end of the day, the amount of people who are bitching about this, it's a lot of people, by the way. A lot of people are hating on this. Like, it is kind of bad, which I think is ridiculous. It says a lot about how like retarded people on Twitter are. Because it's not a big deal. Like, it just isn't a big fucking deal. Like, it's not, like, I don't know what to say. Like, who cares? Okay, so here's what I was referencing to earlier, though. Larian admits to AI usage. E33 uses AI. KCD2 allegedly use AI. I don't know what. Oh, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Activision is using AI, Xbox is using AI, GTA 6 definitely is using AI, indie studios with small teams probably use AI in some capacity. The chances your fave studios uses AI is extremely high, even if they don't say it. Hell, the chances that Valve is using AI to help with Deadlock and Half-Life 3 development is probably true. I'm genuinely curious what everyone's move is going to be moving forward. Are you going to boycott all future games? Stop playing these current games that use it? Quit gaming altogether? I hate Gen AI as much as the next guy. I'm curious what the future actually will be for gaming as a hobby, though. See, the problem is a lot of these studios or people making these games are using it in this tiniest little bit of capacity that it's not a big fucking deal. If they were making their game with AI, then yeah, it's bad and you shouldn't get the fucking game. Like, I agree. Hi, Wicked. That's why I think AI should very tightly regulated. I think AI should get, I think in the near future, the reason why I don't think we're ever going to get to a AI singularity is because I think eventually in the future, we're going to start regulating AI. I do think we're going to start putting laws down, or we're going to start actually, you know, limiting what we're allowed to do, like use it for and what we're allowed to use. Games will buy games. That's it. No one in mass is going to care. I mean, it's dependent, because for example, I heard, what was the game? I forgot what the game is. It's a multiplayer game, but it has AI voice actors. It has like AI generated voice actors. I hate that. That pisses me off. That's annoying. Why couldn't you just hire voice actors? Like, you could have just hired voice actors. You don't have, like, it's unnecessary. You see what I mean? Like, if I see a company is starting to replace their art with AI and their voice actors with AI, yeah, I'm not going to buy the game. Like, I'm not going to buy into that. It's just not, I'm not going to support a company that uses it for that. But if I find out that, you know, fucking the next Divinity game is They used AI for concept art, like to kind of get an idea of what they want the game to look like. You know, it's like, well, was the game made by real artists? And they go like, yeah. And then I'm just like, okay, well then I'm just gonna fucking, I'll play the game. I don't care. You know? But is it made by one guy? No, it was Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders apparently has voice lines and voice things in the game that are used by not ChatGPT, sorry, by AI, which I think is ridiculous. I think that's stupid. You know what I mean? Like, it's just unnecessary. Hire a voice actor, even if it's somebody that you could pay like $20 to do it. I mean, for fuck's sake, dude. There's no way you're that cheap that you can't fucking afford to just pay somebody to voice a character, right? Those are the types of things that I will not like. I don't agree with. I do think that AI should not replace your job as an artist, as a voice actor. I don't think it should replace work. But if you're going to use it, it can be used in minuscule ways to help make the game. As long as people are making the game, I just really don't give a shit. As long as people are working on the game and making it, then I'm not mad at it. I don't care. Hi, Besa. Like, I don't like AI. I don't like AI as much as the next guy, right? Like, I'm not a fan of it or anything. Oh, I'm not a fan of it. I just dropped my phone. Jesus Christ. Like, I don't use it or anything because me personally, I don't want to use it. But, like, I don't give a shit if people use it. And I don't really care if, like, big company studios use it to help faster production on games and to maybe help other people get through the process a little bit easier. Like, if it just makes the workers' lives a tad bit easier because it's just a good, easy tool, then that's fine. But as long as it's not replacing, like, actual, like, human work, then I really don't give a shit. So this whole drama is retarded. Like, they're getting, like, steamrolled for no reason. I'm still buying Divinity. That game's gonna look like a fucking... That game's gonna be a goddamn masterpiece. Baldur's Gate 3 was one of the best games to ever come out, like, ever. Divinity's gonna be a fucking absolute heater of a game. You're telling me you're not gonna buy it because, like, an artist typed into a fucking prompt of, like, medieval time, blah, 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 and they got, like, reference art. Come on, dude. You're missing out on genuine peak because you want to, like, make a point about something retarded. It just doesn't make sense. I feel like greed get to most companies to use AI so they won't pay people for stuff. I do agree that greed does get to companies when it comes to AI for certain people, but at the end of the day, companies are going to use AI nowadays. Like, it's just a tool that people are going to use. You want to essentially just find the companies and the people who are willing to be, like, actual, like, normal people and not abuse it. That's all that matters to me. Because this guy is right. Like, these big companies are using AI. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it turns out GTA 6 used AI. Oh, yeah, she wants me to eat the bagel. By the way, we got a little bit of a heater here. Let's see. Let's see this bagel. Bagel review. Oh, bagel. Oh. That's a good bagel. Oh. Hi, Cryptid. Welcome in. Okay. We can't see the bagel. I just ate it. Oh, brap. I ate the bagel. Okay, so Rose Malay calls, and Captain C, if you're here, what's the concept? Not concept. What's the context? What happened here? Like, what happened here? Why is it? What is going on here? What came to this? How did this happen? Where did this become? Me? Yeah, Captain C. Like, what's a Rose Malay? Yeah, why is she here? This conversation was so painful.
Dude is throwing it back on the bomb.
Look at the video I sent in general.
Look at the video I sent in general. Thank you for the $2. I'll watch your video real quick. Charlie Cookie. I just popped a perky. Whoa! He's so Mexican. I don't get I don't get what is this? I don't get it. That's it. Thank you for the $2. What am I supposed to analyze here? I guess I fuck with Mexicans a little bit. Lalo Salamanca? Is that a show? No, no. Hello.
Hi, Marcus. Can you
So
hear
what-
me?
Yeah, so what?
Okay, so the big
Oh wait,
sum
one
of this.
moment. Have you never seen Better Call Saul? I have not. I haven't even seen Breaking Bad yet, but I want to. I'm gonna start Breaking Bad when I finish up my the shows that I'm currently watching, and then I want to get to Better Call Saul. Okay, now you can.
Truth be told, after watching Better Call Saul, it just made me wish that the I can never remember the fucker's name, but the bald dude, the ex Special Forces guy, I just wish he has his own show.
I don't know who that is. I will eventually, but
You'll know him when you see him. But okay, so you know who Rose Malay is, right? Like you know who she is and
no,
why
I know
people
about the
care
whole
about her.
like rape stuff. Yeah, like she has like a fantasy. She wants to get like fucking brutally raped. Yeah.
And she's friends with Brad Taste, you know that.
Yeah. Yep.
And you know that she leaked a video that Brad had given her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So when Rose leaked that video, she put her watermark on it. Now, Diorio and some others have used the footage from Brad's video that Rose leaked without crediting Rose as the leaker and removing the watermark she put on the video. So she argues that they have violated her copyright as the leaker of Brad's content.
Oh, well,
Okay, I'm gonna spoil it for you. They haven't. She has no case.
I mean, yeah, I mean, she leaked it. It's not like it was her you know what I mean?
That's exactly the point. She wants credit as the person who leaked it because she argues that it wouldn't be in the public eye if it weren't for her. That's what her argument
so
is.
stupid, though.
So I don't 100% remember how she came to be on Himpleton. I think Himpleton was covering that story, or he made some comment about Rose Malay in regards to that. I think, and then Rose Malay caught wind of it, or she was already watching him, or I don't know how she exactly came to be in here. I can't quite remember. But irregardless, that's the issue that they end up debating in the call. And when Becca calls in, they'll go back and forth on it for probably about 3 hours or so.
Interesting. Damn, that long? Did you say
Like this,
3
dude,
hours?
Dude, like, well, is this the entire stream that you have on screen?
I went to the part that you said. You said 5:45, 47.
Look at the entire time. Look at the whole timeline of the stream.
Oh my god. They talk for that long?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Like
About this one
Himpleton's-
issue?
Did they get into the weeds of anything else? This is like the central issue that keeps circling back to. They'll go on like a couple of side tangents for an hour or two, and then circle back to the principal thesis I gave you.
Okay. She was on for nearly 6 hours. Holy shit. Well, I'm definitely not going to cover 6 hours.
Himpleton legitimately seemed like he was trying to end the stream several times, and she just would not leave.
Yeah, I'm
Like
definitely, not getting locked in.
You could tell in the way Himpleton looked and his inflection in his voice going, yeah, well, I guess that's all we're going to end up having to do. Like, you're still talking. Okay, go ahead. I'll wait. But what Best part about this call is Becca got spicy in it, which is a treat to see because I don't often see Becca just lose his composure completely on a call.
Oh, okay. Well, Rose Malay
I
got him to lose his shit.
Oh, Ben, you'll see Himpleton when we get to like the 10-hour mark, you'll see Himpleton like making all these weird ass faces in the camera and just like you can tell that he's like operating on like 1% at that point.
Okay.
Because like for a good majority of the from the point that Becca joins, for a good chunk of it, Himpleton will just like sit on stream and like he doesn't want to interject and interrupt him, so he just kind of sits there. It's a treat. It's a certain kind of treat if you enjoy the dynamic that's going on, which I personally did.
Oh, I
I'm not
definitely will.
sure.
I definitely
I'm not
will.
sure at what point Becca called in, but if you just like scroll the timeline, you'll see his classic purple avatar ghost person that he uses pop in at some point in the corner, and he'll be on until pretty much the stream's over at that point.
Okay.
It's from the point I sent you. It's from that point somewhere forward of that is when Becca joins.
Okay. Templeton
Other
was
direction.
losing his mind. I DM'd you some of my favorite Himpy screenshots of him going crazy.
Oh yeah. Dude, he did this really disgusting thing with his eyelid where like he took like the inner sliding of it and like pushed it out for some reason. I'm not sure why he did that.
He just couldn't take it anymore.
I think we were at 10 hours by that point. I wasn't sure he was even still self-aware.
He just like willingly did a 10-hour stream, bro. That would be like
I would
do like a
I don't
challenge
know
for
if I
that,
would
you know?
I don't know if it would call it willingly. I think he felt more like he was obligated to not interrupt and just cut off Beckett. And well, I think he felt more for Beckett. He just didn't want to cut Beckett off mid conversation with Rose. So he kind of just let them go at it for quite a while.
Damn. Okay.
You could tell that there are some points that Hamilton really just wanted it to end, but oh my god, this woman is infuriating.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna check it out to see if I can get through at least a little bit of it. I'm not getting through all 6.
Hey, Marcus, I'll give you a hypothetical here. You can reverse one of these two things tomorrow morning. Which one will you pick and why? Either you bring back Jim Crow or you repeal women's right to vote.
Oh, bring back Jim Crow or repeal the right for women to vote?
Yes.
Oh man. I'm married, so I can't. I gotta be careful about that one. So let's bring back Jim Crow. Let's spice it up.
Ooh, Marcus. Marcus, I got
It'd be entertaining. It'd be entertaining. Cause like realistically, right? What is he gonna do? You know what I mean? Think of it this way. Think of it this way. What is Jim Crow gonna do? What is good old Jimmy gonna do? What is he gonna put on blackface? If Jim Crow stepped foot in any sort of location in today's time, right? And he just walked into a building with blackface, that guy would get he would get his shit rocked. He'd get his shit rocked. But if I stop women from voting, that'd just be evil. You know, that's like half the population. Or did you mean the law?
What do you think I mean when I say Jim Crow?
I thought you meant the guy, because didn't it come from Jim Crow? A guy? Like he did like a blackface acting?
I meant the laws.
Oh. That's rough.
You're not going to change your answer, though, are you?
Well, I can't, no.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So it's evil. It's evil. You know, either was evil. I got icy hot in my eye, Marcus. How? What are you using it for, man? said you were sick, man. You don't use Icy Hot when you're sick. That's not how that works. I want to make it very clear. I do not condone Jim Crow laws. I do not condone any racism or anything. I had to make this decision because I love my wife. All right? Because I love my wife. That's why. All right, let's listen to Rose.
Hey, am I on? Let's go.
Yeah, you're on. How's it going? How's it hanging?
Keep in mind, I literally just woke up, so yeah, if I'm a little, that's probably why.
You just asked, what if you were black? Yeah. Oh, I'd bring back both then. Yeah, that'll shut her up.
Why? But yeah, let's talk about it. Brett Z is insane.
Well, so do you no longer speak to Brett?
I mean, we're technically in a group chat together, but I don't take it that seriously.
Okay. So
Helps
go
on your
ahead
chest
and
for
walk me
congestion,
through
actually?
kind
Oh, I
of
didn't know that.
Origins and
Now you're making me want to actually
how this all came about
that.
with Brett.
I didn't know that
etc.
works.
Dude, where do I even fucking start? So I talked to this guy Homo sapien many months ago, right? I think what happened was Rosanna Pansino like quote tweeted him, and then I messaged him after that, and we started talking, and I started talking about the stuff I knew about Mr. Beast from being on the show. And then we all of a sudden he wants to bring me in this group chat, which is called MIB, which I'm sure he talks about in the video, even though it literally has like no fucking relevance. It's just a bunch of people. It was a shit happened there, okay? But he brings me in the server.
Hi, Aaron.
And there's this Brett guy, and this Brett guy is a fucking weirdo. He has like this plan, or he has this country he wants to create called Kelton. After he takes down Mr. Beast, the dude is delusional, and he also like harasses women, like female contestants. He brings them up when nobody else cares. It's like, dude, what's your problem? So that's kind of like the lore. And so like everybody like truly in the know, we kind of like decided that the server was, you know, bullshit and useless. And then they decided to delete the server after the whole Lex and Jake Weddle incident and other stuff. The snow stuff. Oh my God. So yeah, and then Brett obviously still, for whatever fucking reason, thinks that he can take down Mr. Beast when this is the level of content he can pull. So yeah, very weird video. I posted a response to it. You don't have to watch it, but yeah, it's clearly not a good video.
You made a response to Brett's video?
Yeah, I did.
Why?
I don't know, because this dude is in a group
Is
chat.
Brett? No, that's not Beckett, right? Who the fuck is Brett? Chad, do you guys know who Brett is?
Me, and I was just like, this is really stupid. Oh, you know why I did, actually? Because he fucking doxes the dude in the video. He doxes Homo sapien.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the dude is, he's a very private person, right?
Yeah.
And so it's like, listen, I have my own issues with Homo sapien, okay? I had a little bit of a falling out with the dude.
Homo sapien?
But you can't just fucking be like, guys, this is his name and this is where
We
he
used
lives,
to
and he
be
treats it
those,
like this
you
big
know,
act.
I
It's
don't
like,
know.
Nobody fucking knows who Homo sapien is. Nobody fucking cares who he is. Like, what are you doing?
So is that response on like your public YouTube?
It's on my second channel. Just be nice, you know? But a lot of the stuff is going to be like, you have no idea, like, any of the content. I mean,
Rose is
watched
lacking in
his
the voice
video.
training, by the way. Let me speed this bad boy up. Rose is lacking in the voice training, man.
We watched his
maybe?
video. We went through his entire Substack.
Sounds
So-
kind of like
So
a
maybe you will understand
teenage
it, but
boy.
yeah, I can guide you through it. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
Why did
definitely.
he
we had a little bit.
why
more
did he
Brett
scroll
content to get
down
through
and just
before
show
then,
us,
and
like,
then,
some
you know,
fucking-
definitely.
What is that?
So okay, that's interesting. So what's the group chat that you guys are still in?
What's the group chat called? Let's see. I don't think it's called anything. It's Brett Z just added a bunch of people. I think Homo sapiens still in there. I think Stephen A. Starch is in there, but he doesn't take it seriously. It's just a bunch of people. There's like this one person who's like a Mr. Beast fan and is just constantly like defending Mr. Beast. So like, it's a useless group, but people just post stuff in it, and I'm just like, you know what?
I love Mr. Beast. I love
don't
Mr.
take it that
Beast.
seriously, like I said before.
He
But,
like
you know,
he gives me
curious.
like he gives
I'll
like
read it
money.
every once in a while.
I like Mr. Beast.
So are you aware that this guy got banned from internet anarchist server for apparently having like a weird alter ego where he stalked what's her name? Fucking
Excuse
Audrey
me?
Holcomb, the actress from Stranger Things.
I was not aware of
What?
that. All I know is because, like, in our server, people bring up the fact that, like, he's obsessed with these Beast Gang contestants who, by the way, have
This is
nothing
who's
actually
talking
to
right
say
now.
about the matter. They probably defend Jimmy and just don't want to fucking talk about it. And everyone's like, why do you
I
care
love
so much
Master
about these girls? So
Breast.
yeah, it's clear to everybody and obvious he has like a weird sexual thing, and people call him out for it because he's a fucking weirdo. So that news doesn't shock me. I was not aware of that particularly, but Brett has some fucking lore. So, you know, yeah, that seems on brand for him.
There's also like something that happened when he was in high school, evidently, where a girl had to change their number and the authorities got involved. So
What the fuck?
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay?
Whoa.
Like I said, Homo sapien, you know, you can criticize him for
I
a few
don't
things
know
that he's
who
not
Brett
like, yeah,
is, but
that's
Whoa.
Dude, you've got bigger problems, okay? Like,
Right.
what the fuck?
right. Okay, so yeah, I know. I keep on almost calling him internet adjacent ovation. It's really bad. Okay, interesting. So, I mean, unrelated here, but people are dying to hear this. What do you think of Lyrics' new look?
oh my
Of course,
god.
so it's
Oh my god, what a good. Thank God I got reminded of that one. Thank God I got that reminder. Holy shit. Oh my god. It's getting better by the day. Put on some photos on my Insta from a con I went to a few weeks ago. Oh my god, man. It's just, it gets better and better and better. Oh my god. It's just, it's, god, dude. He gets cuter by the day, man. My little cinnamon roll. Oh, my little cinnamon roll. Oh, coochie coochie coo. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. He has a video. Where's the video? Where's the video? Oh. Yeah, show us all the cinnamon rolls. Look at the stance and everything. Is that fucking what's her face? Oh my god. Is that who I think that is in the back? Oh my god. She is changing him. Those legs are clean shaven, dude. Those legs are clean shaven. He shaved his legs. He willingly did that. I did that for money. He did that for free. He's got the soft baby legs out for free. Oh my god. Kai creeping in the background like a gremlin. Yes, Kai, she won. She changed him. He is completely changed. I never took this guy as a cinnamon roll fan, you know. I never took him as this much of a cinnamon roll fan. For God's sakes, Abby, you know, friend of the channel, Abby U's always talking about her favorite what's it called? I forgot what they're called. I don't know what I forgot. She likes that little dog one. You thought Abby had a big collection of them, and Abby's gay. You know, we give Abby a pass because Abby's gay, but this is crazy, man. Look at the bag. Cinnamon roll shirt, pants, cinnamon roll socks, cinnamon roll keychain, cinnamon roll backpack, cinnamon roll plushie in the backpack. Oh my god. Would you do this if Riru told you to? I guess let me think about it. If my wife wanted me to dress up like a little bitch and put on all these like girly outfits, she wanted me to be like Bonita, I guess I would do that for my wife. If my wife wanted me to be all Bonita, I'd do it. Hey, Chad, I'm just gonna be brutally honest, man. And you can make fun of me for this. I did get a little bonita from my wife back in the day, man. Listen, it was to get the girl, okay? I wasn't with her yet. I went a little bonita for the to pull the lady, all right? I went a little bonita to pull the lady. So, listen, I can't judge. I can't judge, you know? Like, yeah, but would you publicly do everything Liam has done if Riri asked you to? Okay. Because here's the thing, Captain C. Like what I just said, I technically did do it like publicly. Like like I like technically did do it okay. It was for Halloween. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it real, okay? Have a seat, my friend. The has arrived. Alright, let's keep it real. It was for Halloween, okay? And I did a costume. Alright. It wasn't like a masculine cool costume. It was it was a it was a Disney princess. But guess what? She was touching my hair all day. She was doing my makeup all day. She was touching my hair all day. She was doing all of that all day. Oh, I loved it. It was worth it. Princess Leia? I said Disney princess. Oh, well, she is a Disney princess, actually. I just realized that Star Wars is Disney. My bad. Listen. Rethinking my membership at this point? Listen. I was in high school, okay? I was a kid. I was stupid, you know? I was like, hey, what's gonna get the ladies? I was like, dress like a lady. That's what was going through my mind, okay? That's what was going through my mind. I was like, hey, what would get the ladies? Dress like one. Is that Finster? I mean, I literally can't shame you. You bagged her, but like the fuck? I haven't dressed stuff like that since. Literally. You loved being admired for your feminine beauty, didn't you, bud? I mean, like, not really. I have a big fucking forehead, so I looked like really retarded. It worked. I mean, yeah, it worked. She's my wife now. She wasn't my wife at that time, but now she's my wife. Look at how it worked. So any dudes in chat who want to pull like a baddie, you just gotta dress up like a woman. Just dress up like a woman. You'll get her. You'll pull. All right, I promise. This is just different. This is different though. Like lyrics. Yeah, there you go. Nice little brat for you guys. Hi, happily disguised, and elite eater. Most women have big foreheads, so you blended right in. Results speak for themselves. Yeah, this is a bit different than my circumstance because, like, I wasn't. It was first of all, mine was a Halloween costume. I don't think I've ever been to like. I don't think I've ever been to like a con and I actually like dressed up all feminine or anything. I don't think I've ever done that. I think I've only ever dressed up once. No, it's always Halloween costumes. I've never dressed up for a con before. I've always done Halloween costumes. I've done like an anime character Halloween costume. I did Lloyd and my wife did Yor. But it didn't really work because Yor is like tall in the anime and she's not tall. She's like short as shit. So it kind of looked a little funky monkey. Wonder if this is going to be like every Friday for him. I can't believe Finster cut his hair. You know, honestly, Larix doesn't even look that far off from Finster. I've always wanted to do like a really cool big costume for like a maybe like a convention. Like a super cool one. I always wanted to make like a really cool costume, like a dope ass like big like cool costume. You know how like when those guys show up to like Comic-Con, they're in like Master Chief outfits and it's like actually like it looks like real. That shit is awesome. I'd love to do something like that. That'd be super cool to make. Like that would be really cool. Like I would do something like that. That would be really cool. But yeah, this is just different. This is definitely different. Like he didn't used to be like this. Like Larix used to be like this like emo boy. You know what I mean? Like his whole content was like say naughty words and be like emo. Now all of a sudden he's like he's transed out. Like, you know what? This is like completely different. This is like completely different. This is like a whole different story here. Like he met Kai and all of a sudden now he's just completely transed out. She has changed that man. Do we have any like records of fucking Turkey Tom when he was dating her where he would wear makeup or something? Is this just something she does? Like, is this just something she does? I swear to God, Tom was wearing like nail polish and everything back in the day when he was dating her. I swear. Oh, dude. See, this is what I mean. Like, people who show up in shit like this, man, like, how the fuck did you make that? It's fucking cool as shit. Now, to be fair, I've made attempts at costumes in the past. They're not, like, cool. I wouldn't say my costumes are ever cool. Or, like, what costumes have I made before? I've made some decent ones. This year, I just did BoJack Horseman. I literally just bought it like a horse head, and then I bought like his outfit, and then I was BoJack Horseman. I didn't have a lot of time, so I just had to come up with something. I heard something about Tom putting some emo shit on at one point. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. I swear to God, Tom was like putting on like emo shit back in the day when he was dating Kai. Like he got like nail polish on and he had like eyeliner or whatever, I think. But he looked more emo instead of like cinnamon roll, you know, like cutesy. This woman's just evil. Turkey Tom, when he was hanging out with Destiny at his place, I think was at one time was like, "Wake up, princess," jokingly. She brings out something in you, man. She brings out something. I don't know what. I'm not trying to be like weird or gross or anything, but that pussy's got to be fucking gripping insanely hard for you to completely trans out. There's got to be something so worth it. She's got to be offering something so worth it. There's got to be something. Turkey Thomas was already into dudes. Hi, cats. Yeah, like there's got to be something she's offering that just you cannot refuse. Or maybe there's like a pact, you know, maybe he's making like a pact or something. I just don't understand, like because I'd understand if Larix was always semi like gay, like he always came off as like gay or something, but he was never like this. Like this was never him, and now all of a sudden he completely switches to music content, meets Kai and dates her, and now all of a sudden he's literally decked out in cinnamon roll outfits, going to conventions with makeup on, and she's not dressed up. She isn't even dressed up. I'd get it if this was like a couples thing and they just dressed up for something and he just agreed to something because she was doing it. Because like I would like if my wife wanted to dress up as something, but she wanted me to do like a, you know, the second one, you know, maybe it's like a two-parter, and she wanted me to go in something, even if it was a little girly, I'd be like, yeah, you know what, for you, honey, I'll do it. She's not even dressed up. He's just doing this to himself. You guys have seen the Brody TV Turkey Tom and Brandon Buckingham vid, right? I have not. I don't think I have. She's the dude in the relationship. I thought Brandon was gay when I watched it. Brandon Buckingham? He's married, isn't he? Box gotta be gripping like a retarded gorilla. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, it just, I'm not, no offense to Kai, you know, I don't know what she's up, you know, I'm not trying to, listen, it's just it's got to be, she's got to be offering something. Here's another cool costume. Like, how do you make this shit? I always see the Master, I like the Master Chief ones. Those ones are dope as shit. But they don't let you in. You can't have like gun props these days, so like they don't let you in with like, even if it's like a prop, they're super cautious about it. It's an older video. It's on Brody TV's channel. I didn't know that at the time. I really wanted a Spartan one. I would totally do, like, you know, the gun the aliens use, that one that's like, I want to say the Covenant, but that's not the name of that's the name of them. The big dudes who go like, you know, the gun that they typically have? Oh, or the fucking sword. Oh my God. That'd be so dope. That'd be so cool. Plasma rifle? Yes. I'd love to learn how to make these. Like maybe like 3D print maybe? Like maybe a 3D printed or something? Plasma sword? Yeah, plasma sword. Or the fucking, the big hammer. What is the hammer called again? Dude, it's been so long since I played Halo. Look at that guy! I don't fuck with that one. What the hell? Oh, the Cortana one's kind of cool. I don't know what the fuck those little guys were at the end. I just like the ones where they're like hyper realistic, like Master Chief ones. Those ones are super cool. Gravity Hammer, yeah, that one. Gravity Hammer. Man, I fucking love Halo. I don't mind dressing up. I don't know. There's something about dressing up as like anime characters for like conventions that I just refuse to do because I don't want people to look at me like I'm like a sweaty nerd. I usually just go like by myself in like regular clothing. Not by myself. I go with my friend, but I'll go in like regular like outfits. I don't want people to think I'm like a disgusting weirdo because I'm like dressing up as like a different, like a fucking anime character. The only anime character I've ever dressed up as is Lloyd from Spy Family. My profile picture is a Halo 3 Brute Chieftain. Oh, I didn't even notice that. To be fair, I can't see the profile pictures very easily. But where were we? We were talking about this like... Okay, we were talking about Rose Malay. We got to get through at least a little bit of this. A little bit. If you go to Comic-Con, you have to dress as something. It's important. It's crucial. Bro, I can't, man. I can't. To be fair, I've been to Comic-Con like 2 times. I don't think I've ever been to it that many times. I've only been to it twice. I loved it. The first time, I think the first time I went, it was a rough experience. The second time I went, it was fun. I had fun the second time. But for the most part, I've only really been to like, I've been to anime conventions and it's hard. It's hard going to anime conventions because some of the art is just like, it makes you kind of want to hurl. Because like, holy shit, man. Some people just got no class, man. Straight porn just hanging off the walls, man. And there's kids walking into this building. Like, I'm just like, I don't understand how you can make that shit. Plus, people really do smell. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, people really do smell. It actually surprises me. I always thought that was just a joke. I kind of thought that was just like an inside joke. Like, oh, anime fans just don't smell good. They like actually don't smell good. Some of them like dead ass like smell like poop. They smell like shit. Like they haven't cleaned themselves. and it's difficult. Like it's just like I don't know how you can go out in public and not realize like, hey man, I smell like actual shit. Like you didn't think to clean yourself before coming here. It's really weird. But I like going for the voice actors. I enjoy going for the voice actors. I go with my friends typically to the ones where like a certain voice actor will be there. I think the last one I went to, Denji's voice actor was there. It was his American, or like his English, not American. His English voice actor was there, not his actual voice actor. If his actual voice actor was there, I would have been waiting in line for hours on end, but it was just his VA one. But my friend also met the band who did the intro for Vinland Saga, which I love the intro for the first first half of the first season. The song at the beginning is awesome. But yeah, he got to meet them at a convention at one point, which was pretty cool. I've met Patrick Stewart and William Shatner. See, that's why I would love to go to Comic-Con, is I feel like there's some pretty cool people you can meet at the convention. Like, that's why I want to go to those, though, is usually to meet, like, some of the voice actors and some actors and stuff. It would be super cool to meet some of these people. Maybe even ask him a question or two. There was a guy here in Denver who got in trouble because he was spraying Febreze on stinky con goers. Okay, come on. How is he going to get in trouble for that? What is he doing wrong? What is he doing wrong? What is he doing wrong? He's helping everybody. The fuck? That's fucked up, man. Yeah, we need to focus. We need to focus. I'm focusing too much on the thing.
Well, you know, when Brad dyed his hair, obviously, you know, people were saying some shit. And listen, I have some messages where he talks to me about it, and I'm not going to divulge into that. So, like, when Liam Donovan, imagine my fucking shock, right? After Brad goes through the new haircut and change, Liam fucking Donovan doing the same thing. It's weird, okay? I'm sorry. I don't know how I'm supposed to feel. Like, okay, I'm happy for the guy. You know, I don't like him for other reasons. I don't really give a shit. And I think the reasons why people are bothered by it are, like, not the right reasons. But I definitely did raise a few eyebrows, you know? And obviously these fucking commentary channels are going to be like, oh my God, like, oh, these two big music YouTubers, after getting into beef with Rose Mulay, are dyeing their hair. So I don't know if they're, like, conspiratorial or weird, but obviously I didn't have anything.
I think Rose might have a little bit of
I don't think anyone thinks that, but just to be clear, because I know some of you are fucking weirdos, I do think it's odd. And let's be real, I think he's doing it to placate his new audience. He's being so fucking fake. He's not actually trans. It's just the fact that he knows that, like, his viewers are going to be like,
it really could just be to, like, gain more audience members. But I don't know. Like,
I want to support people.
I don't know. That could be the case, but, like, he literally went out in public in this outfit. Like, I'd believe that theory if he was just doing it in his house on stream. Like, oh yeah, he's just doing it to get more viewers and to appeal to the masses, but he's actually, like, physically going outside in this outfit. And I would be so embarrassed if I was going. I don't care if it's a convention, you know, a lot of people typically would be like, oh, you're so cute, you're so cute. I'd still be embarrassed as fuck because it's just weird. There's, like, nothing masculine about dressing up like this at all. Like, and I know that sounds retarded because, you know, people can dress up however they want. I get that. But I don't know. It kind of strips away a little bit of that masculinity, I guess. Now I feel kind of like a goofy goober, I guess. Hi, Cody.
If they're genuinely trans, if it's a genuine thing. So if he is genuinely, like, just doing it for himself and he thinks it looks cool, fine. But based on who he is and who he was a fucking year ago or months ago, let's be real. I mean, we all know. So it's definitely interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the switch up is very interesting for sure. Wait, so I wasn't aware that Brad is Brad, like, feminizing himself?
Well, he sent me some photos with blue hair, and you know, he painted his nails, so, like, the same kind of thing. That's why it's, like, weird that Liam Donovan is, like, doing the same thing. Although with Brad, I think part of it was just because, you know, it's hard for him to, like,
Brad's getting Bonita too.
Change his identity.
Dude, what's going on? Why is everybody turning Bonita? They're all trying to feel like Q. Who's next on the chopping block at this point? I'm starting to question who's next. Will Himpleton do it? I think we can join together to get Himpleton to do it. I think we can get Himpleton to get all, like, cute on us. I mean, technically I had to dye my hair what? Green? I had to dye my hair green for the melon. For donations. We could probably get Himpleton to do it. He's bi?
because he's scared of people recognizing him. He's like genuinely fearful because of all the shit going on online. Honestly, I don't blame him for that, right? But yeah, so I feel like it's different motivations. But it's like if I had a nickel for every time this happened, I'd have 2 nickels, and it's weird that it happened twice,
Do you
kind of
feel
thing,
like
you know?
do you feel like you contributed to that at all?
I knew that that question was coming. With Brad, I don't think so, but like some of the messages he sent to me, like obviously, like one of the things he said was that he felt like trans people were like some of the only people that understood him. And it's like great, but it's like
True.
also you are a domestic abuser, so it's a very different situation. And I want
I'm-
like trans people like involved, but yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't
Dickers?
phrase my
What
question
about
very well.
Dickers?
What I meant was,
Oh,
do you
yeah,
think that you
true. Dickers
contributed
might
to,
trans out
like, the,
eventually.
you know, because you talked about this like negative attention towards him, like it was, you know, something that he
Oh,
should
yeah.
be worried about. Do you think you contributed to that?
That's a good question. I think some of the videos I made, like I leaked the freestyle, right? I felt like the public had a right to know, and based on how people responded, I feel like I made the right choice. But like I said, I do feel bad. I feel like I did in a way, but the vast majority of it was his ex. Like, let's be real. If I didn't say anything, he would have just as much hate towards him. I just kind of like added to it in a way. So yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There is a bit of responsibility. I'm not the main factor.
I really want to know when she talks about the incident with, because I want to see where Beckett shows up. I'm not trying to skip too far, but is he playing Five Nights at Freddy's? Well, this is Five Nights at Candy's. He's playing Five Nights at Candy's. Where's the part when where she talks to Beckett about the issue? I really want to hear that. Okay, it's got to be here. Yeah, that looks like Beckett.
And to appear a certain way when it comes to you, and there's always a neat little explanation for it. Why is it that things appear a certain way so much when it comes
Well, I'm
to
saying that because like the thing
Can you
is,
send me
I
a link
know
to
things
Rose's
because
song? I'd love to
I'm
hear it.
aware of the situation. I have like an understanding from being personally involved. Like I know how things actually are, but like I understand like why you feel the way that you do. So that's like me like being empathetic and being like, well, I can see in your shoes why you think this and why you have these opinions, but like I just happen to know that that's not the case. And like you're not gonna believe
Is
me.
that
And that's
Yen the
whatever, right?
Yen?
Like, I'm not gonna
Is that
change
Yen?
everybody's mind. But it's just frustrating when it's like I know for a fact like certain things, but you know because it's like oh it appears a certain way, they're just not gonna fucking believe me. And so that kind of like pisses me off. So that's why I say that because it genuinely is that way, and I don't know how to get it through to you.
Do you understand
whatever.
when certain behaviors very clearly seem to be attributed to you repeatedly, and there's always a neat explanation again and again and again? It can start to seem like it's more making excuses than it is taking accountability for behavior.
I mean, like I said, from your perspective, I totally understand why it looks that way. I'm just telling you, like that is just the situation. As crazy as it sounds, like that genuinely just is how it happened, and like what's going on. And like I don't know how to change people's mind. I think it's what happens with me is because I'm me. People just like I have like all these YouTubers and all these streamers who like give me shit. Like these awful people just gravitate around me. And so you know what it is? I'm famous for like sympathizing with bad people. And so bad people like gravitate their way towards me because they think that I'm gonna be okay with their behavior. And like maybe you could say that, you know, there's a lot that
Yeah,
like,
but, like,
I, you know, why do I keep attracting these people? Why do I keep getting these
Well, that's your fault then. That's like her fault. If you don't want to be like associated with like bad people, maybe like don't associate with bad people. It's not that hard. Like Brad Taste, right? Like if you don't want to be associated with bad people, then don't talk to Brad Taste. Denounce Brad Taste and you know, be like a normal like smart individual, I guess.
situations. You know what I think it is? I think it's very similar to like, because this is the case, like a woman who finds herself with like a lot of bad boyfriends. I think that's like me, you know? I find myself dealing with the same types of
A
people.
lot of
and there's
bad
probably something to say for why that's
boyfriends.
the case. Like, why do I feel
No.
attracted to being in these like situations?
What a-
Why do
that's
I
a way
keep,
to
like,
put it.
time and time again.
You feel
I think
attracted to being
that's-
in these certain situations?
Well, no. I'm saying I'm
She likes
comparing that to like
being-
a woman being attracted
She
to
likes
like
being in these
you know
situations.
men who like are abusive and stuff. I think
Rape?
that for that
Question
same
mark?
reason, I find myself like gravitated towards like abusive people or people who do, and that's something that I need to reflect on. So there is like some truth to what you're saying, but I don't know.
Do you know what a self-insert is?
I get the concept, but what are you trying to say here?
You're not gonna be able to talk for a week.
Do you
okay?
think you're a
weird bait
self-insert?
attracts weird fish?
Oh, what do you mean by that?
Do you think that you insert yourself into situations that you're not necessarily, that you may be tangentially related to, but not fully, you know, the center of, and make yourself a centerpiece of it?
That's a good question. I mean, I have to think. I don't think so. I think that there's a reason
Okay.
to believe that. But I think about and I
Jesus
know how
Christ,
it works.
dude.
Like,
Himpleton
why
can
did I
make
get
some
into
pretty
Beast
good
Gang?
faces.
I mean, you can say, well, I did apply, right? But I didn't apply thinking that I was going to make this big expose on people getting hurt. That's just what happened, right? Well, why did I be
Right,
friends
after
with
you got
Brad?
snubbed. After you got snubbed, right?
If I did well in the show, I would have still made that video. And also, if people didn't get
Well,
hurt,
we don't
I
know
wouldn't have
that.
made the video. Okay, you don't, but I'm saying, like, other people talked about this. It wasn't just a me thing, and you could see that. Like, people did get hurt. But anyway,
mean-
with the whole Brad thing, I became friends with Brad in 2017 before I really did this YouTube thing. You know, so
Right.
I didn't, like,
so,
become friends.
I'm very curious to listen to this song now.
I was thinking I was done. Don't wanna be another one. Live to 41. Cause I'm looking for the one reason to live every day. Cause 41 will go away. So many that have went.
I do, Nugget.
They're the
My God.
41%. I was thinking I was done. Don't wanna be another one.
What the fuck is happening?
I was thinking I was done.
Dude, this is like artistic genius. This is like... This is like a masterpiece.
Can't escape this. How twisted fate is. Can we replace this? We need to change this.
Abstract art.
I don't know. I don't want this to end.
I fuck with it. It's almost over. It's getting there. Oh, we gotta bop it. We're twisting the bop it. Enjoy your life.
Is it bad that I don't know how to say goodbye? Is it bad that I don't know how to say goodbye? Is it bad that I don't know how to say goodbye? Is it bad that I don't know how to say goodbye? Is it bad that I don't know how to leave your sight? Is it
How
bad
the
that I don't know
fuck
how to
did
stay
she
alive?
make this? Dude, I'm more impressed by how she managed to put this together.
It's like, please, song never end. I don't want a song.
I feel like it takes like actual effort to make garbage like this.
I don't want this moment to ever end. I really don't want it to ever end.
I don't want it to ever end. Boom, 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 boom. That can't be a real song that she made and sat down and listened to it and was like, oh my God, this song is actually so good though. Like, there's no way she had to have made that knowing full well it was bad. Like, there's no way she sat down, listened to that song, and was jamming out to it. Unless she, like, has some sort of, like bug inside of her brain that's eating away at her. And that's, like, that music kind of, like, makes it dance inside of her or something. Maybe there's, like, a little worm in her that, like, boogies when it happens. When she listens to, like, noises like that. Maybe it's, like, stimming. Maybe she's stimming. No, she thinks it's great. What? Snells fell asleep during the stream and this woke her up. She thought it was her alarm. She came back in chat like, what the fuck is going on here? What in the holy hell was that? She got her RFK brainworm. Like, I feel like you have to have, like, maybe there's, like, something, like, chewing away at you. So, like, certain, like, noises maybe, like, stimulate the brain. I don't know. Maybe she just likes the sound of, like, just random, like, beep boops, you know, beep boop, beep beep bops, you know? And maybe that, like, stimulates the brain or something. I guess.
friends with
You be-
Brad, and I had issues with Brad before I became like a big, well, a YouTuber really. And
So
with
you
Liam, it's like Liam wanted me. Liam invited me onto his stream
So you became
way back in the day.
So you became friends with Brad in 2017, and then you two fell out, and that's when you made your first video, correct?
My first video, the one in like 2018.
Oh, here we
Correct.
go.
I mean, yeah, but at the time, like,
I think we're
wasn't the-
here. We're
I mean,
finally
I was,
here.
Like, one of the first for sure. But like he was doing
But that was
shit.
that was the result
people...
of you falling out, correct?
Yes and no. I mean, yes, in the sense that like he was doing things that other people had issues with.
But you
And I
didn't
felt
have
like
you
deserved to
didn't
be
have a
called out.
problem with those behaviors while you were friends with him, correct?
I mean, I didn't really notice anything that crazy when we first started talking. It took a few months, and by that time we had already fallen out for like other reasons. I talked about it not immediately after we fell out. I talked
Yeah,
about it
but
when I noticed like some weird shit was going on.
When you noticed some weird shit. Okay.
No, I mean you weren't there when this happened in 2018. I mean that's all I can say. Like I in my videos mention other people who also like talk about this in a similar way. And the thing is, like nobody says that those people had like bad motives. It's only
So
ever
you'd never
me.
heard of like any
Oh,
of
Daft
these-
Punk is
you'd
good.
never heard of any of these problems or any of the detractors or spoken about these detractors.
Oh, I
in
mean, back
previous
then,
sets?
nobody. I mean, back in 2017, nobody like knew about any of this shit. So it was like 2018 is when I started to be like made aware of stuff that was like weird to me. Like it wasn't anything like as bad as like the new stuff, but it was stuff that was like concerning. If that makes any sense at all, you know. So I was like, hey, this is bothering me. And
What's
back then
you?
I got shit from his fan base, but like talk about now. I was right about the dude, and he even said that to me privately. Isn't that crazy? Like he said to me in a voice call, like, yeah, you were right about me. Like,
Dude, she's so full
Crazy.
of herself, man.
Yeah,
Well-
I mean, like, listen, I hear what you're saying, and I recognize how that looks, but like, I have my own opinion about it.
and I'm sure you
And I'm
do.
using
because-
using the pattern of behavior, assertion that you use on Liam. I'm using the exact same logic
I
with
see
the-
what you did there.
with the same
I
level of
would- okay.
charitability as well.
Oh, fuck off. So here's the difference, okay?
You
No, I'm
first.
saying the difference is that he was going on, and always goes back to Liam. It's so bizarre. What he did
Oh, no.
is he went on stream and specifically made fun of people, specifically joked about rape, as opposed to me calling people out for doing shitty things. So
So
you're
when
acting
I
like
when
me
I
calling people
so when
out
I
is
say that
just
I'm
as
making
bad
an
as
so when
them
I say that I'm
making fun of
making
people's
so when I
rape.
say
Fuck
that
off.
that's not what I said at all. When I say that I'm making an equivalency to your argument that you are using, that means that I am detached from the events of the argument and I am using the method of argumentation that you're using to draw a comparison. That's what that means. It is
I'm explaining.
separate
I
from the
understand.
actions themselves.
I understand. But what I'm saying is that was a false equivalency, and that was
It's
done
not a
because you
false
wanted a cute little
equivalency.
quip on me.
It is not a false
And I'm
equivalency.
saying
It is
that
directly comparable because it is the same form of argumentation that you are using.
Hmm. It's where
Again,
does
context
Beckett?
That's my
fucking
Martin Luther
matters.
King
Okay,
voice.
he was. I
like
keep
that.
repeating myself
Did
because
he
you don't
say
listen.
that's my
okay?
Martin
he was
Luther
joking
King
about
voice?
raping people. He didn't give a fuck. He went out of his way to add people with the
Because
sole
the
intention
actions
to laugh at
themselves
them.
do not matter.
They
I'm
do,
talking solely
because
about the
what's
method
going
of
on
argumentation.
Going to laugh at people,
But I'm not
and
talking
make fun
about
of them.
the actions.
Oh, this
When
is
you're
Beckett.
directly responding to my point. The actions
can I-
themselves
can
don't
I ask
matter.
you
They can
something?
matter.
I know the law.
Okay,
It is
okay. So what?
perfectly-
No, side.
I-
You two.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Wait.
He looks nothing like he's a black man.
Yeah, he's black this time. And so, like, is that
Okay.
are you gonna require your watermark on that? Because by your own logic, yes, you are. So
Okay, wait. Here,
Okay,
this is where I want to be.
And there's someone else
This
in
is
the
where I
chat,
wanna be.
Gilla, he did a video on the same topic, and he did take like footage from my video, because it had information in it that was pertinent to what the topic was.
Me and
You could only
Fembro,
easily find it in
Fembro.
my video. I mean, where else are you gonna get it
Did
from?
he credit you for that? Did he mention like your name at all? Did he like,
I mean, yeah, but
link to
also
your
I wouldn't
video?
have cared either
Okay.
way. I wouldn't have
That's
cared
fine.
either way. Like,
Well, the
I
thing
mean,
is that
inputs
I
on that
do, and I
from
think that that's my
the
right to
story I
care.
wrote.
I mean, can we meet in the middle? Can I make a
That's what, no,
little
that's what
request for the
professional
future?
journalists.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
professional journalists do. They require that you link to things, that you provide sources. And here's what people do: they maliciously leave out the
Journalist. Rose is treating it like she's some like professional journalist, like spilling the beans on some big hot news. Bro, it's Brad Taste. He's like a fucking fallen off YouTuber. Like, come on, man.
source because they don't like me. And I'm saying that you can't
What
do
if they
that.
haven't seen it?
What do you mean?
I mean, also, who cares about what those people think? I
If-
mean,
if
hell, if
someone-
like as much as like some people may disagree with you,
No,
I
no,
feel
I'm
like
sorry.
people will be like, oh
More
yeah, Rose broke
Pegasus.
this.
More Pegasus. I'm sorry, but his videos, they literally don't provide like any additional value to like the original videos he talks about. Like his commentary, he
brings
does
it
not.
to-
That is a
It
guy.
brings it
That's
to a
very
wider.
subjective.
It brings it to a wider audience. That's one quality that it already
That's all it
brings.
is, though. That's all he fucking does.
Wait,
And
that's all
so
it
if
is.
he's
That's
Does he have a fucking mug that is a square? How does Himpleton get stranger, even stranger, every time I see this guy? He has a square mug. Journalists don't have to leak their sources. Depends on the context to protect the source from retaliation. Well, another thing to point out is, like, for example, like, as commentary users do, like, for example, in my old commentary, I used to show videos, and a lot of the time I get those videos or, like, clips from, like, channels or other channels or, like, other people, and I wouldn't link the other person into my description because I don't need to. That's unnecessary. It's extremely unnecessary. This is a different circumstance because this is a person who leaked it. She, like, leaked the entire call. Or not call. What was it again? It was the Brad Taste, like, video where he's like he's clearly like wasted or something. He's talking about his, like, was it his wife or his ex-girlfriend? I can't remember what it was. That's the leak. But no one needs to credit that because at the end of the day, you leaked it. Like, this is stuff that Brad didn't even want out to the public. You just, like, leaked it without his, like, permission. It's not even your content to share. You are sharing someone else's, like, it's Brad Taste. It's not her. If this was, like, her video that she posted and let's say a bunch of YouTubers were just, like, cutting the watermark on purpose, then that would be a bit strange, right? I feel like that's just like, why not just leave the watermark in? It's a bit strange. But this isn't even like, it's just like you put a watermark on it so you can... You missed nothing by skipping because she keeps looping back to the same dipshit arguments. Okay, so essentially, right? You put a watermark on a leaked video of Brad Taste. Again, it's not your content to post, it's his, but you leaked it anyways, which at the end of the day, who cares? I'm not mad at leaking it. That's not the part that I give a shit about. It's okay to leak this stuff, honest to God. Like, if he's dumb enough to give you a video of him, like, clearly spurging, then who gives a shit? You can post it whenever you feel like. If he's willing to give you, like, something like that, that's his fault for giving you the content. But it's not your content. It doesn't make it yours all of a sudden because you have it. And now you need to be credited with the video because at the end of the day, you're just leaking it. Like, at the end of the day, it's not like it's your property. And if people don't want to share your, like, watermark on the video, or if they don't want to link it to you because maybe they don't think you're a good person, they don't like you, then they don't have to. It's, like, unnecessary as fuck. I think she's just, like, seeking, like, some sort of attention. She just wants the watermark on there so people can try, like, look her up and so she can get some level of fame, which is really retarded.
Do that? Okay,
Wait,
but the thing is, hold on. I'm not saying that I'm gonna fucking copyright strike people like that. I don't do that. All I'm saying is if you're going to do that, I'm going to require you to mention my name and bring me up.
Require, but she just said she's not gonna like strike anybody. But she's saying I'm gonna require you to do this. That would entail that you're probably gonna, use any measure physically possible to do that, right?
Fair.
Require?
Yes. So I will add a watermark.
Yeah, what happens if they don't? You're gonna bitch about it, or you're gonna...
No. The thing is, if I put a watermark in the video, that means that you have to acknowledge my name, or at least have it appear on screen.
Yeah,
okay?
you really
So
don't.
what I mean by
That's
require.
you don't have to acknowledge.
What if we only use audio and then we show something else?
Okay, but then here's the thing. That is a malicious choice, and then I make a response video being
What
like,
if it's a malicious choice because...
Malicious? What? Using the audio and putting a different video up? That's malicious? What? Dude, what is she on about? What is she saying?
You're stealing my content, profiting on it.
It's not your content. Hold on. Rose. It's not your content.
It's not your content.
Also, it's not in your content.
First of all,
even in this hypothetical.
Yeah, it's not your content.
It wasn't. It was Brad's video.
First of all, it's our content. First of all, okay.
Yeah,
it's ours.
Everyone.
All right.
That's
True, it's our content.
That that crash out? No, you didn't. Okay, it's not your content. Just because you're the one
So
breaking
what
it
I'm
doesn't mean
saying-
that it's your
what
content.
I'm
Just the
saying,
same way that I would say that
you're
it's Gucci
taking
of
things
TMZ
from
to
my
do
video
that.
that you wouldn't hold on. You wouldn't have had the information if I didn't release it, and I'm being the one that's taking I'm having these bad conversations with people that I'm basically having repercussions for leaking this stuff. Everybody knows behind the scenes that I fucking did it, so I'm losing friendships to do this.
That's your
So
choice.
yeah,
Then why
That's your-
well then why would you want your name to be put on the videos then? You're losing friendships because of the leaks. Why would you want your name to be put on the video then? If you don't want to lose friendships or like, what is this argument? I don't understand. She's mad because Diorio used a clip of hers and hid the watermark. Yeah, that's what Captain C said earlier. Which, I mean, again, it's because it's clout chasey. She wants her watermark on there so that people will go over to her channel, like as if people are actually going to check out her channel or anything. Because, I mean, keep it real. Why? I mean, who the fuck is watching Rose Malay unironically? Clout greed, clouding their judgment. Exactly. Sorry.
Choice.
I'm
That's your
like an
choice.
actual
Make your bed and
idiot.
lie in
No,
it.
I'm saying that you do not get to fucking profit off of and get views off of my fucking leaks without my name being mentioned and getting
Wait,
proper
your
credit for it.
quality.
That's
And it is
What?
every-
That's so
what
clout
I'm
hungry.
saying- hold
That's
on,
so
what I'm
clout
saying
hungry.
That's
is-
so fucking
what I'm
clout
hold on.
hungry.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that if I didn't do it, you would not have access to this information. So you better be fucking grateful and mention my
Wow.
fucking name. Because that's
Wow.
all I
You
You
have.
better
wait,
be
hold on, hold on.
grateful. You better be. Oh my god, dude, she's so evil. She's so evil. Oh yeah, did you hear Kel's going to rehab? Good. Jesus Christ, she needs it. Fuck.
Yourself to Rose.
You
Fucking
weren't
bow
a victim
down.
to Brad, okay?
get
So
a
that
bunch
if
of views
information
on it,
pertaining to a
and you're gonna
domestic
profit
abuse
on it,
story, you would
and
go
you
ahead
get
and
to
keep it
fucking
hidden if you did
mention
not
my
credit the
name.
information.
Exactly, and yes, that is exactly what she's saying. And she can try to weasel her way out of it, but that is exactly what she just said.
Completely fair. That is 100% fair. Any
Wait, so
serious
you would
journalist
hold
would say the
if you
same
learned
thing.
about someone
Any
getting gunned in the
serious
street and you had
journalist
the
would say
footage?
the same thing.
Wait,
It's
let
just because
Yin
you guys
give
take
this hypothetical.
accountability.
I'd love to hear this. Let Yin give this hypothetical.
If you had footage of someone getting gunned down in the street and the police were like, okay, we need this unaltered, okay, hypothetically, okay, and you said you would go ahead and say, no, I don't want this information out there until it has my watermark on it.
Correct.
No, because hold on. I think it's different when it's footage of people being fucking murdered. Are you kidding
Well,
me?
what if it's
That's
pertaining to
different.
information? Okay, then,
What
okay,
the
I was being a bit
fuck?
hyperbolic. Okay, what if it's information pertaining to someone being abused by someone I don't know called Brad?
Right.
Brad
So-
takes in gaming.
Yes, Brad takes in gaming, so it's a completely different person, right? But
Yeah,
so
he looks nothing like. He's a black man.
yeah, he's black this time, and so like is that are you going to require your watermark on that? Because by your own logic, yes, you are. So
I
as
put a
long as it's-
watermark on like a shitty apology video. That was the video that I put my watermark on.
That's not an answer.
Also, whilst we're engaging with all this, right? Can I meet you midway with the whole watermark thing? Can you in the future, and like this is just a request just for me, okay? Can you like put it in the corner so I can actually see what's going on in the video?
You know why?
If I
Hold
can
on,
crop it
hold on.
out.
Can I explain the
No.
reason why? Hold on. The reason why you want it on the corner is so that you can basically remove it and crop it out.
No, it's
No,
because
hold
I
on, hold
can't
on,
see
let me-
because it has your fat name in the middle.
Can I explain? The fact that people say that, doesn't that just prove my reasoning for wanting the watermark? The fact that everybody
so
wants to
obnoxious.
remove it
No, no,
because
no.
they want to. Hold on.
I
You
would-
know what Nicholas Fiorio? Hold on. You know what Nicholas Fiorio did? He specifically
care.
blurred out the watermark, put a black bar on the screen, and what I'm doing
Because
is
it's
when
so
people
annoying.
hold on. When people do that, I'm explicitly showing that they're going out of their way to be malicious and not credit people, and that is the shit that you.
But
should
it's not your content. This is so weird. But it's not your content, and they don't need to. Like, if there's a fat watermark down the middle, even let's say if it's like a fucking. Let's say it is your content. Let's say it really like is Rose Malay's content. Let's put it into perspective here. Let's say this is a video of Rose Malay talking in the video, and it just happens to have her watermark plastered over it. If I don't want to show the watermark, I don't need to show the watermark. I have every right to react to the video and be like, this watermark is annoying, and I'm not gonna fucking have it on screen because this person's clearly just putting this up so they can get people to look at their content for some random reason. I'm gonna block it off. Like, putting the watermark there is already in itself, in my opinion, not scummy, but it's very obviously like clout hungry. Putting a watermark on your video is just a tad clout hungry. Like, putting a watermark on anything is a bit clout hungry. Right? You're looking for somebody to be like, "Oh, who made this?" and it says it right on the screen. That's like the point. It is this exact argument until the stream ends. Dude, I'm just waiting for Beckett to get in though. I want to hear him like
But
crash
it's not
out.
targeted specifically because you're you. It's because there's a big fucking
It is.
watermark that's big
It
and
is.
round and
No,
it's
I
not.
know
You're
because
fucking
Nicholas, you're
retarded. That's not
if
true.
it wasn't for the watermark, he wouldn't have mentioned my name at all, and he wanted to specifically.
No one cares about your
not
you
credit me.
Rose. No
So
one is
what I'm
going to
doing
see
is
your
I'm
video
forcing
anyways. You
YouTubers
want
to go
bigger
out of their fucking
creators
way
to
prove
use
how much
your
of a piece
work.
of shit they are for not wanting to credit somebody, and that's gonna fucking sink their
You're forcing
credibility.
YouTubers to see your big fat username on the fucking screen.
If
and
he was
nothing to do
black,
with the
I would
video.
not watermark
You should
it.
start putting
And I
blaring
need credit.
horns and speakers going.
I'm gonna make
this
the
is a
watermark.
Rose
I'm gonna
Malay
make the watermark
re-upload.
10
We
times
need to
bigger next
re-upload.
time. I'm gonna make the
Good, I
watermark
hope you
10
do.
times bigger.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you just make the screen
Okay.
white with like your
And
name,
that is
like,
the
really
reason. Hold on,
loud?
that's the reason why. And
Okay.
do I need to add audio watermarks too? I can do that.
Yeah,
If
I
you're
like
gonna be
Shambo.
that much-
Wait, hold on,
if
hold
you're
on.
gonna be
Hold
that
on,
much
guys.
just about trying
Hold
to
on.
remove it
Yo,
and obscure
yo,
my
hold on.
credit, then I will do that. I will
Wait,
make it worse.
Yen and
if that is
Swindling-
how you respond,
Yen and
because
Swindling,
it
just don't say
proves the
anything for a
need for
second.
me to have the
All right,
watermark in the
so
first place.
so
It
Rose,
proves
Rose.
exactly my point.
I'm Rose Malay, and I need credit so badly that I'm going to retaliate at people not giving me credit. That I'm going to
If
make
you
it even
acted
bigger.
normal,
Yes.
if people
I
would
owned
have
you.
credited me,
I'm
then I wouldn't
owning
have
you.
to do this.
I'm owning you right now because I'm not getting the credit that I deserve for bringing a story that I didn't film whatsoever.
The
Why
watermark
do you
says
need to be
leak.
credited for a
Do you like my
re-upload?
impression?
Do you like my
I'm explaining
impression?
exactly why I need to have the watermark.
Okay, so one of my videos got taken down, and a friend of mine called Spray, he re-uploaded it on YouTube. Should I now put a big watermark, or should he now put a big watermark saying this was re-uploaded by Spray Header? If anyone uses this video, he will take action.
Because
I didn't say that I would take action.
Yes, you did. You literally
Can I
did. You
explain? Can
literally
I
did.
explain? No, let me explain. You know what the watermark does? That's a beautiful thing. If I put the watermark on, I don't have to take people's videos down because I'm already getting credited by them using it, right?
What?
So if you didn't have the water.
But if the watermark wasn't there, you take people's videos down. But that's not fair use. The whole point. Okay, so she's just against fair use. She's just retarded. She's against fair use. Because, like, what do you think commentary is? Like, we literally use clips and content from other people all over the place. And the whole point of fair use is that we're allowed to do that because we're creating our own form of content by, like for what I'm doing right now, I'm reacting to this stream. This is fair use. Himpleton can't take my video down because I reacted to his stream. Because I'm creating my own fucking content with it. Holy fuck. So she's just against, like, fair use. She's just against fair use. She just thinks that as long as I uploaded it, that means it's mine and mine forever. And if anybody else uses it, they need to show my fucking name all over the screen to let them know that I'm the one who put this up. Dude, she's so fucking retarded.
Mark, would you take the video down then?
Just depends. I don't know. Probably not. Probably
Ooh.
not. But if
Probably
somebody, hold on.
not.
If somebody,
What
hold on.
the
Let me. Can I
fuck?
explain? Can I explain? If somebody is maliciously removing the watermarks, removing the credit, then there is a legal case. A legal case that I would.
No, there isn't.
That's not true at all.
That just isn't true.
Okay, so what?
That
no,
just
cite
isn't
the law
true.
then. Cite the law then, Rose. Cite the law. Cite the law. Cite the law.
Google it.
No, go ahead and cite it
Google
for
it
me.
right now.
No. The impetus is on. Wait, hold on. The impetus is on you to bring the law to me
No,
because
okay,
you're the
so
one
can I
making the
explain? Can I
argument.
explain?
So bring the law to me.
Can I explain? This is how this shit works. In order to be in court, you have to prove that somebody
Wait, fuck.
maliciously
Himpleton
did not
did
credit
that
you.
is
Now,
so
if I put a
awesome.
watermark, I
Show me
put
the
it-
law.
If I didn't
Show
put
me
this
the
is
law.
similar to like
Show me
Ethan
the
Klein,
law.
what he did.
Show me the
Let me
law.
explain.
Show me the law.
Let
I don't need an explanation.
Bring the law to
I don't
me.
want an explanation. I don't want an explanation. I want the law. I don't want an explanation. I want the law. I don't want an explanation. I want the law. I don't want an explanation. I want the law. I don't want an explanation. I want the law. I don't want an explanation. I want the law. I don't want an explanation. I want the law. I don't want an explanation. I want the law. I don't want an explanation. I want the law. I don't want an explanation. I want the law. I don't want an explanation. I want the law. I want the law. I don't want the explanation. I've said this several times at this point.
You're okay, and to put it more nicely, okay, Rose.
You feel free to look it up on your own and you'll see
Your
that I'm
opinion
talking
is
Proof is on
subjective.
you.
Your opinion is subjective in this when you're citing a legal thing.
Burden of proof is
this
completely on
instance.
you.
Yeah,
Burden
my
of proof is
opinion doesn't
completely
Google it.
matter.
Wait, what am I
Matters,
Googling?
And that is what the
Tell
law
me.
says.
The
Tell
burden
me.
of proof is on you to show us the law. I asked you several times to show us the law because you're using it in an argument. So show us the law. I don't care for your
If you're
explanation.
not
I like the
informed
part.
on
I
it,
love the
then
part when he was literally like, "Bring me the law."
problem.
It's
You know,
almost like
listen,
you can't.
this is-
No.
this is a law
It shouldn't be.
thing.
No. It shouldn't be a problem for you to pull up the law. So if you can't do that yourself, that's probably you saying that you don't know the law.
You could just admit
What I can do when
You can
the
admit
stream is over. When the stream is
Why can't
over,
you do it
I
right
can
Why can't you do it right now? Because we're asking you to do it right now. We won't ask
When
you
the
additional
stream is
questions.
over-
You're going to,
Because
is it
hold
because you
on.
want to Google it?
Himpleton would be a
She
fun
wants to
lawyer.
Photoshop
He would
it
be
to
amazing.
correct to her liking.
If
It
you
takes
use
time.
Splay's video that she didn't make, you will be killed.
Dude, she's gonna put her watermark in the screenshot of the law.
And let me fucking explain, okay?
I don't
know
want your
Oh fuck, that
explanation, I
was
want the
good.
law.
You're not letting me speak. It takes time
What is
to
that?
find the exact legal words, the exact place where it says that but it does say that. And if you just give me like a few
It doesn't
minutes
say
after
that.
stream,
It doesn't say
when I
that.
have-
The beauty about what she's saying is that there's literally a thing called fair use laws. You know, like the big thing that we use here on YouTube. Let me look through Rose Malay's channel. Probably not very good, and you're probably going to jail, but it'd be fun. Oh, it would be. Let's see. Let's see what we got cooking here.
This was such an eventful year for me.
Let's see what we got cooking here. Oh my god, she's huge! Hold on! Whoa!
I said something behind his back, which turned out to be inevitably
Hold on.
insanely fucking true, by the way, and you are going to crash. If Ethan Klein were to ask her a fucking question, she would bend over so fucking fast. Like, to answer it and throw me in the garbage. Because she will literally
leaked by Rose
burn me
Malay.
to the ground and stab me in the throat and, like, put a fucking metal stake through my heart before she has to ever admit that she possibly did something wrong.
What you just watched was part of a 23-minute long unreleased
Here,
video
I'll make sure
by
to-
Brad Taste in Music, where he exhibits some of the most manipulative,
Hold on, hold on, hold on,
disgusting
hold on,
behavior
hold on.
imaginable.
Hold on. Dude. She's like actually put on like ridiculous amounts of weight. Like this is actually like insanely unhealthy, like really bad. Even the chips are on the table. Look at the fucking big bag of chips on the table in the back. Oh my god, bro.
Brad Taste in Music is
Holy fuck. She was not this big. Oh, this is rough.
living proof that no matter how bad your situation may appear, you can always sink lower. Now, after I released my last video, I fully expected that he would never want to speak to me again.
I'm gonna call out Rose Malay. Rose.
Oh. It's actually like insane. I actually kind of feel bad, dude. Like she was not that big before. She wasn't that big before. Look, like 10 months ago, she did not look that big. Oh my god. I'm like unironically concerned now. That's actually like fucking terrible. That's like, dude. Holy fuck.
So Oompaville
Why does everything have suicide in
just
it?
decided to release his interview with me and many other
She
contestants.
was never that big. Now I just feel bad. Like she's like alarmingly overweight. Dude. Well, I mean, listen, it's okay to be a bit big, but she looks like unhealthily big. You know what I mean? Like it's starting to look like it's like can't stand up without help big. Is that an AI art background on the left? Oh, wrong video. Let's see. Wait, was it this one? No, it was this one.
So Oompaville just decided to
No, that doesn't look like it. That looks like it's like one of those YouTube videos where it's like campfire video or whatever. She doesn't even have like, is that a sheet? Does she have sheets on? Maybe she does. It might just be like white sheets. Maybe. I don't know. I like feel bad, dude. Like her skin wasn't as broken out or any, like, dude. I'm not even doing this
I
to
said
like
something behind his back, which turned out.
I'm not even doing this to be like
bend
a
over.
dick.
by Brad Taste in Music, where he exhibits
Like the breakout is insane. There's a clear, like now there's a clear double chin. Oh my god, dude. This is like scary. I actually feel kind of bad. I actually feel really bad now, dude. I actually feel like kind of bad now. Like, fuck. That's actually like kind of sad. That's actually like really sad, dude. Fuck. That looks like extremely unhealthy. That looks really unhealthy. Like, she looks very not good.
Right now. I'll give you a few minutes. Right now.
Literally beanbag chair build. Yes. That looks like a beanbag chair. Looks like something a toddler made with Play-Doh. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that to be rude. It's just true. It's true. It's a rough look, man. Someone's got to help Rose, man. Someone's got to get her get her to the gym, man. Help her lose at least. She doesn't got to be like buff, but if she could just lose a bit of weight, you know, that would help.
Right now.
When I have time to look
You have
up,
time
I
right
can
now.
do that.
You have time right
Let's
now.
have a clock. I'm gonna start a timer for.
No, don't put pressure on it. Don't put pressure on it. But you have time right now. We're giving you that opportunity to do it right now.
I love Kahoot questions, man.
Me too.
So go ahead.
What law did
Are you gonna debate me while I do this?
As I just said, we are not going to ask you questions while you look up the law.
Yeah, I'm just gonna chill.
We're just gonna
Because
chill.
I can't have a conversation with you guys. And
Nobody's expecting you to.
Yeah, well, we're not talking. You're the one who's talking.
You can deafen us.
Do you
If
mind
you
if
wanna
I
find-
if I
Him
leave
can
the
be
call
your
real quick
spotter.
while I do this, or mute myself because I need to be
yourself.
solely
Mute yourself.
focused on
You
me.
can literally. So there's a thing in Discord called like deafening. I'm not saying this to be condescending. I'm genuinely trying to explain this. You can deafen yourself, and you won't be able to hear us.
So this does take a bit of time, so I'm going to
Okay.
mute myself.
Okay.
While this happens.
You
okay?
you'd still be able to hear us, but you okay. About a week ago.
What are they gonna do now?
Fuck what does and then you tweet it, huh? Tweet it, huh?
Wait, you should server deafen her so she got to hear us.
Or
no,
his.
because
What are they again?
Well, no, she doesn't want to hear us while she's finding the
Spindling?
law.
Yen?
Okay,
You know,
it's
the
no,
law.
no. Just as the impetus is on her to find the law, the impetus
know
is
it's
also
the
on
law.
her to. Oh my
Maybe-
God, stop responding.
Because
Deafen
I-
yourself.
Maybe
Deafen yourself.
Mrao
Please deafen
and
yourself, please.
Rose could
Be
like spot each
specific,
other
like,
and they could
actually
help
the
each
specific
other.
Part of the law where that says this. I don't have that on me right this second. Anyway.
Deafen yourself.
Run right back to me.
Run right back
Dude,
to
Cameron F
me.
305. If Cameron F
I
305
need
was
the
with Rose, it
law.
would never come out
Law
unless.
of copyright.
Dude,
Awesome.
What law would it fit under? Copyright law?
Dude, Spindling sounded like kind of
Oh,
beautiful
I'm
there.
trying to think.
Think about it.
The law of Rose Malay that she wrote in her journal
I'm actually just making Hamilton's
like,
sprint from now.
in Biro pen.
Maybe, actually.
wait, Byropen. I haven't heard that name in years.
My favorite.
what'd you say about Byropen?
He's
Oh,
coming back.
I'm making your next stream fun now. Just give me a bit.
Oh, awesome! I'm excited.
Yeah, it's actually really high effort. Yeah.
A rope challenge.
not gonna find it.
Spindling. Fuck you, dude.
What?
If I didn't have
The
my
rope challenge.
dude, if I didn't have my screen completely full screen on my face, that would have to be an in stream right there. That is so evil. That is diabolical.
Do you like the rope challenge?
I
think
hate
that's what she was talking about.
the fucking rope challenge.
I
dude.
need you to
I
run.
saw that image as soon as she mentioned it. Like the
Run
first moment, and
away
that's why I
from
laughed.
me.
Dude, it's like Chef Shrimp. It's like the Grinch. Okay.
Do you want me to send you it? Yeah.
I'm
it's a bit
curious
NSFW.
when she comes
Is
back.
Syrup-
Real
sorry.
back.
Like,
When does she get back?
Yep.
She's
First off,
taking time.
you
Oh,
got this
Beckett's here.
Let me show
I'll
that.
send this to you as well, Spindling.
Let me show that to chat.
All right, sure. Do you want me to drag Beckett in?
Yeah, drag Beckett.
Hello, Beckett.
Oh god, this guy.
Back
Yeah.
the fuck
Beckett's
over.
here. This is where it gets good.
Okay,
How
so
about
Rose is taking ages. Yes, it is actually illegal to remove to remove watermarks for a start. You can't do that. However, just to be absolutely clear, this doesn't apply in this situation because it's not Rose's content. It's not her
Exactly.
fucking video.
Exactly.
She doesn't own it.
That's the whole
It's
point.
like, I've been losing my mind for 5 fucking minutes.
That's the whole
I'm
point.
so
That was the
annoyed.
point I was trying to make.
Right,
is-
that's the
is
entire
that
point.
even if it was like illegal to remove a watermark, she didn't make the video. Therefore,
Spoken over by Rose Malay. Backdoor Beckett. Let's be honest. Rose isn't going to be doing any running anytime soon. The only running she does is to the fridge. True. Well, she doesn't need to. She has her chips right there at the desk. Okay, well, I didn't actually know. I actually didn't know. I'll give him this. I didn't know removing watermarks was illegal if it was your actual content, but I'm still removing that shit anyway.
well, there's no reason for her to be watermarking it because it isn't her content.
Exactly.
So to be
Right.
clear, obviously this is country depending. Yes, it is illegal to remove watermarks. You can't actually do that. Like removing a watermark and then re-uploading or reusing content is copyright.
Well, okay. Well, then there's a loophole here. Okay, well then that doesn't count because there's a loophole here. Because if you were to remove the watermark of a video, let's say you were to remove the watermark of a video and you just re-uploaded it, obviously that's not allowed because that's not your content. You're just re-uploading it. But if you were to make like a video that obviously is like fair why did I forget the name of it? Whatever it's called. If you were to make a video where you construct actual criticism, use the clip in the video, but you just remove the watermark, then it is not, I would imagine you're not going to get like hit with a charge. I imagine you're going to win the case because if your content is fair use, there you go. That's the word. Fair use. Where you're actually making constructive like opinion, like let's say you're just like, you're making like actual constructive points and you're putting things together well. And just overall, like, let's say you're not like re-uploading it. It's not just a straight re-upload where you're just not adding any like input and it's just basically just re-uploading it. I imagine you're fine and it's not illegal because that's fair use. That's part of fair use. So you don't need the watermark in that circumstance.
Right, it's a very straightforward copyright infringement. You could probably get by on fair use, but if you ended up in court for it, that would be like something that would count against you from like a cursory glance. Like if you took someone else's content, stripped out the watermark, if you straight up re-uploaded it, like yeah, you're fucked. But yeah, watermarks do matter; they are important. But in this case, it doesn't. In fact, actually, there's probably an argument that Rose adding a watermark to this content is in itself an issue.
Ooh.
Because well, like when TMZ and stuff re-upload videos, they have to get permission to do that to add the watermark, unless it is like publicly accessible. Like that's why so many people take things from Twitter, because then it's like on public platforms. But if you're taking something that someone's made, yeah, you can't just re-upload it and stick your own fucking watermark on it. That's not how anything works. Okay, because you haven't produced that content. You leaking it does not give you ownership of anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Fuck. Are you still looking for the law, Rose?
Yeah, Rose, I think we just answered your question.
I'd like to imagine she has like a big
Well,
book
he
and,
like yeah, I mean he
paragraph
answered.
and
She
she's
probably
skimming
has a
through
sleep
the monocle.
apnea machine.
Unless Rose got
Possibly.
permission or somehow
I wouldn't be
ownership of the
surprised.
video from Brad, which she didn't because she was leaking it. Yeah, like Brad could copyright strike Rose, or like well, if she'd like uploaded it, which she did upload it herself. Brad could copyright strike Rose. It's a straight re-upload.
And he would be right in doing so. Anyway, I'll come back when I have more.
What?
Okay. We just gotta turn back off. Shit, that's
I
the
never
best
did
way of
that.
doing it.
Hold on, Rose. Okay, you just answered your own question. If Brad can copyright strike your re-upload with a watermark, how is somebody removing your watermark illegal when you're acknowledging that that's not your content?
I have a longer response planned out. Give me time to further do that. But you literally mentioned that removing the watermark was wrong, and it would constitute a problem.
It would be if it was your content, but it's not. It's Brad's content. So removing the watermark from that doesn't matter because you
have to credit your sources. If you got something from that, you are required to credit where you got the source from. That is illegal.
That's not even true.
Into that,
you can, but
that isn't even true. She's not okay. This doesn't make any sense because that's not true. Like realistically, right? If I were to make a documentary video on something, I don't have to credit my sources. Like should you credit your sources? Yes, but you don't have to credit your sources. That's not like a necessity. Let's say, for example, you went on a site to look up something pertaining to like what your subject is. And you not once in the video did you say what the website was, where you got the information from. You don't have to do that. You don't have to say where you got the information from. Should you? Probably. You probably should let like the audience know where you're getting your information from, but you don't have to. It's not like illegal if you don't do that. You're not going to get like in trouble because you didn't cite your source. That's like that's like something an English teacher would get like mad at because you didn't cite your source of like how you got this information for your paper.
I mean, a second to compile. I am muting myself.
Becky, you don't understand. Okay. Becky, you don't understand.
You think
She's writing
Rose gets charged double at all you can eat buffets? Oh, no, absolutely not. They probably give her half off, man. You kidding me? They probably give her half off. They want her to come back. She's probably making them bank. She probably comes in every single fucking day. They probably say like, hey, Rose. They probably see her like putting on even more weight every single time she comes in. And they're just like, hey, were you eating more today? How about a half off coupon? If you want to be taken seriously, you should. No, I do agree that if you want to be taken seriously, you should cite your sources. But like, you don't have to. She's treating it like it's, again, this is just pointing out what she thinks is the law or what you're supposed to do. You don't have to do that. You don't have to credit your sources. You don't have to, these are not necessities. If you're re-uploading things of other people's content with no like fair use at all, like it's just straight re-uploads, then yeah, you're like a shitty person. But if you're just like criticizing the content or like criticizing the video in general, you don't have to fucking credit anybody. There's no reason, because the video is yours. At the end of the day, that video that you're creating is yours, or that stream that you're doing is yours. That's your content. It becomes your content. Like, for example, Nicholas Diorio's stream. If he's adding insight and reacting to the video and actually giving like constructive criticism, that's his content. Like, that's his, because now it's unique, because it has his voice in it and he's being like constructive. So now it's his content. That's like, it's not that hard to like recognize that. I don't know what she's trying to do here. She's just being like really retarded.
Love for this to go to court and to
They
see
call
what
her the
lawyers
Big
have to say.
Red.
I would love to put it in court. I know that I'm correct about this.
This isn't complicated. As for crediting you, Rose, like if you're crediting sources, firstly, I mean, there's like a difference between crediting a source that you're taking something that was like made or created, and yes, you should credit. Yes, there are
No, she did not talk over the leak clip at all.
My watermark, my intention of my watermark solely is to do it so that if somebody removes the watermark, they are doing so maliciously, and that is a stronger case against them in courts. That is the reason I am doing this.
Yeah,
So
but in this case,
you can't.
But in this case, it
I am
wouldn't
saying that.
But in this
no,
case,
it
it
does
wouldn't
matter.
work.
And the fact I'm proving, if they were to take this further, I can sit there in court and be like, okay, well, I had a watermark. They went out of their way to remove it. That would
You would
strengthen my case
but you
and
would be,
strongly
but you
increase my
stole that
chances of
content.
winning
But
the
you
argument.
stole
So
that
I have.
content. But you stole that content.
I
Your
never
leak
claimed to have
is-
credit
your-
for it. I'm saying that I
Exactly.
am
So
the
if-
source for where the content was gotten from.
But that's
And
not
they
what
are
a
like, no,
watermark's
what
for.
happens?
That's not what a
Just because it's not my
watermark's for.
content,
That's not what a
hold on.
watermark's
Just
for.
because it's not my
That's what-
content doesn't mean that they don't have to credit where they got the content from. Legally, they have to credit their sources
Stop yapping
and
over
where they
Beckett.
got the
Stop
content
yapping
from.
over
They
Beckett.
have
Stop
to
yapping over
credit.
Beckett.
The watermark is for.
I'm going to
But
mute
you are
myself 'cause I'm still
misusing.
looking for
But
stuff.
you are misusing a watermark. That's not what watermarks are for. So it doesn't matter if you do that. If you're like arguing two different things. If you go to court and say they removed.
Is his
my
profile
watermark-
picture
This
his
would be a
fucking My
fascinating
Little
legal
Pony,
case,
Beckett?
And I would love to see how it goes.
It wouldn't be.
Sadly, you're
right.
I think
Very
that I
simple.
have a
I think she's conflating her bleaking Brad's video is as equal to her reporting on Brad's leaked video as a reporter. I think that's what she thinks. Yeah, but okay, let's put it in perspective. If she's the one who reported on like, let's say she was a reporter, right? And I'm going to point this out again. I'm just going to point this out again. Let's put this into perspective. If somebody talks about a reporter's coverage of something, I don't need to cite who the reporter is. And like, it's not illegal. If I make my own form of content and let's say like let's say a reporter reports something on a sport and I make a video where I talk about that report made by the reporter and I don't credit the reporter whatsoever. I don't say their name. I don't say who said the report. I just show the what they said and then I just talk over it. That's still fair use, baby. That's fair use. Hey, that's fair use because at the end of the day, that's my video. I'm putting my opinion in the video. I don't got to credit you. I don't have to credit you. It's at the end of the day, right? When you put out, the way I'm saying it is essentially when you put out content to the internet, it becomes free use for anybody. Once you put content out to the world, you're putting content out to the world. Like anybody should have the ability to use it as long as it's fair use. If they're re-uploading it, then obviously that's a different case. But if you make a video, especially in Rose Malay's circumstance, especially in this circumstance, like obviously talking over like a gaming video from Vanoss is way different than like commentary style content. But this doesn't make any it doesn't make any other sense other than she just wants clout. Because at the end of the day, there is no reason to put a watermark on this leaked video of Brad Taste unless it's because you want people to check out your channel. Has to be able to be argued as transformative enough in the eyes of the law. Well, exactly. But at the end of the day, if your content is essentially just like majority you talking over the content and giving actual opinions and whatnot, then that would eventually probably, in most cases in the law, be transformative. Most cases law-wise, right? They're not gonna fucking be like, yeah, bud, you gotta take the shit down when it's like majority of you talking. If it's mostly just re-upload and you're not doing anything, then you have a case on your hand. But for the most part, as long as you're giving actual criticism or you're talking over something, then you're fucking, you know, she's cooked. She's never going to win a case. Even then, she's never going to win a case because this isn't her content to begin with. This just isn't her content. It's just.
I think that I am correct. I think it's a very interesting court case waiting to happen.
Hi,
If anyone
Gamma.
wants to take me up on it, I would love to go through and see where it
Why are you
goes.
sick, dude?
But the thing is, I have the ability to pursue this. I have the ability to pursue this. I am not doing content theft because I am saying
Yes,
me
you
I
are.
am not taking credit for the content
No,
itself.
but you called it a watermark.
I am taking
That's
credit
what a
for
watermark
leaking
is.
the information, and you have to credit the sources of the information. For instance, a journalist who's talking to somebody, right?
What if I credit-
You could hold on. You can
Yeah, but a journalist talking to somebody is the guy getting the information. So if a journalist talks, like you said, let's use sports, for example. If a journalist talks to a sports player and he gets information from the sports player and then he announces it, that isn't, okay, like at the end of the day, right? That isn't the sports player's content. The journalist went out of his way to get the content and talk to the person, and then they constructed the article. They like physically made the article. Rose, you literally just got a video of Brad Taste and then uploaded it yourself and it's a leak. That's not like in the same vicinity. This is literally a video that he made and recorded, and you just took it and then re-uploaded it yourself. You didn't put any effort into it. It's not like it wasn't your constructed content. When a journalist goes out and talks to somebody about a certain thing, and then they type up an article being like, this is the recent conversation I had with this individual, that's their fucking content because this is what they're getting out of it. And they're reporting on something. They're reporting on some sort of news. It's a whole different story than like what you're saying. You didn't even put in any work. You just got a fucking clip of, not clip, but you got a video of him doing his whole like apology thing, whatever the fuck it was. I think it was like an apology, but it was like, I can't remember the clip. It's been a while since I've talked about the Brad Taste stuff, but you didn't do like any sort of journalistic shit. It's not like you went out and did like journalistic work. You just got the video. I just don't really get it.
You can quote somebody in the interview with the journalist and not mention the journalist at all, but you still have to credit where you got the information from.
How
Me
would I
making a
credit
YouTube
Brad?
video, which isn't just solely, you know, the video that I leaked, it is other stuff too. You're taking information that you got solely from my video, then obscuring where you got that information from.
It's so much more simple. She literally just stole it from him. No, I know. That's like the whole thing. It's like I said, it's like, I don't know what she's trying to say here because there's two different sides of it. Because she's talking about it like it's a journalistic thing, which at the end of the day, like I said, a journalist is somebody who's going to go out and communicate, like I said, with let's say it's an athletic journalist. They're going to communicate with the athlete, talk to the athlete, then they get information, then they publish a story, and then boom. That's like their own work. They went out and did the work, and they put in the work by typing up like their analysis or what the person said, or they just reported on it. This is literally just like she just took the fucking, it's his content. Like, I don't understand. It's not like she went to him and she like said, hey, could you get me a apology video and then I'll publish it, and he gave her the go ahead. That's not what she did. That's not what she did. I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, it's not like she went up to Brad and was like, hey, let's do like an apology video. I'll upload it on my channel and you could be the one that gives me the go ahead. That's like what a journalist would do. If she wants to claim it as like a journalist thing and she wants to claim it as like her own content, she would have went up to Brad and said like, hey, let's do an interview, or let's do like a thing where you make like an apology or something. And then I could post it on my channel, or we could post it wherever, but I just don't get it. And then she would have to get the go ahead for the watermark. I mean, that's, I don't understand. Hi, Raven. She's just being so like fucking.
I strongly believe, and I know for a fact, that my case would hold up in court. You just don't like to hear that. But legally,
I'm telling you,
well, it wouldn't hold up.
I will take people to court for this if they do not credit me.
Okay,
so
Rose,
watch
how about
this
I
play
credit?
out.
Hey, Rose, how about I credit Brad? How about I credit Brad?
Yeah, it would be.
I'm not saying you shouldn't. You should credit Brad.
No,
You
I'm
should
not going to credit
me
you.
for
No,
being the
I'm not
source
going
of
to
the
credit
leak.
you, and then I'm going to credit Brad.
For being the source of the content.
No,
that
I'm
you
gonna
got.
credit
If you
Brad
get-
for being
hold
the
on,
content originator.
I can prove, and without a doubt, that they got the information from my channel, and that they maliciously did not mention that they got it from my channel, which is illegal to do. I am correct about this. And what you say, hold on, what you say doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is what people believe in the courtroom, and I am doing things to ensure that I would win in the courtroom.
Is Brad the owner of the content?
Yeah.
Yes, but that's not the point. They got
Okay,
it
no,
from
it
my
is the
channel.
point.
That is the point.
They
That is the
are
point.
required
That's
exactly
to
the point we're
say
arguing.
where they got the information from.
No, that's
I'm not
actually the
claiming
exact
credit for
point.
making the video.
When does Beckett crash out? When does Beckett like actually have like a crash out moment? Because I'm crashing out. She's just not, I don't think she gets it. This isn't even a matter of like debate. It's literally just like, Rose, you're like wrong. I don't even know what to say to this. Like,
This is
just,
a part of the
she's
legal thing.
even,
You do
she's just
understand.
not
I
right.
am correct about this. You just don't like me, so you're not willing. I'm going to mute myself.
So, hold on. Okay, let's just break this down. When you're crediting sources, firstly, often like journalists will like put a source as anonymous, depending on the situation, with information that lands in the public sphere. So once that information is public, you don't need to credit the person who made that
I
information.
made it public, and yes, you do. You legally,
don't.
if you are making
No, you don't.
video
I even just said that a second ago. Once you put it on the public sphere, there is nothing. You don't have to credit. Like I said, let's put this in a perspective of athletic journalist, right? I don't need to credit the fucking journalist who put out the post. It's not necessary. Like, I can comment on it as much as I'd like, however I like, whenever I like, because you put it out publicly. That's the point of a journalist. The journalist put out information so you can comment about it. That's like the entire point of journalism. The entire point of journalism is so you can comment about these things that they're reporting on. What do you like? What? It's not like a necessity to be like, this is the person. I'm gonna credit the person. Now, in most cases, you should. I think in most cases, just out of just being a good person, a kind-hearted person, you should just be nice enough to credit the person who made the journal. Who made the article. My bad. You should credit the person who made the article or whatever it is. It doesn't have to be an article. It could just be the journalist who posted whatever they posted. You should probably, especially if you're talking about it in a different, like if you're trying to talk about it, let's say again in sports, let's say you're trying to be like a sportscaster or some sort of sports analyst, you should probably do your due diligence and credit because you want to seem legit. But you don't have to. It's not like a necessity. If I want to go on Twitter, if some journalist posts something and I want to go on Twitter, I can talk about it however I want in my own tweets, separated from the tweet, and I don't have to mention the person. I don't have, like, it's not a necessity. I don't understand. This is so confusing. Like, how does she not get this? In this case, I think it should be called something else, like a tard out. Like, this tard doesn't get it. It is greedy. I am tarding out. I'm tarding out at them right now.
Or journalist source, you have to explain and credit where you got the information from. And also, if you're making an article on somebody or making a video,
And is greedy? No, is greasy. They're not as greedy as they are greasy.
because the legal sees it, I'm pretty sure I have to double check that. But like, if you're making a publication of something, you can't go out of your way to obscure where you got that information. You would get into a lot of legal trouble. And you know what I'm doing? I am making sure that if somebody obscures my information maliciously, that is caught. Have you ever heard of something on maps? What they do is they create fake cities to catch people. That is the same as what I'm doing. Okay,
Wait.
They create fake cities so if somebody steals their map and doesn't credit the source of that they could look at the fake city and be like, ha, I proved that you got it specifically from me.
But
You
you're
can't say you
talking
got
about
it
something
anywhere
that's
else.
created. You're talking about something that is created. That's the problem. The problem you have is that you leaked information, and once you have done that, it's then out of your hands.
So they're taking a clip from my video, from a larger video of an expose that I made. So
But
again,
the problem is
the
it's not. But
specific-
that
it's-
part of
it's
the
the
video.
same way, like an interview
that part
from
of the
a-
video.
and
No, it's
again-
not. No, it's not, Rose, because you didn't make it. It's not the same as an interview. If you did the interview, if you interviewed Brad, so for instance, I do tons of fucking interviews. So maybe you could have an argument with my content, or people are like clipping my interviews that I use and then don't credit me. Sure, but
Oh my God! Hold on, Cryptid. Where are you?
Interview. If you did the
Rose, all your money goes to stuffing your face. You can't afford court.
interview, if you interviewed Brad, so for instance, I do tons of fucking interviews. So maybe you could have an argument with my content, or people are like clipping my interviews that I use and then don't credit me. Sure, but that's not what we're talking about. You found information, it was handed to you. You are like, and there was an actual argument for you illegally.
Well, like, it's like I said, even then, like, that's kind of the point I was trying to make earlier, is like, I could clip out Beckett's like content. I don't have to credit his video or his channel or credit who it is. I don't have to say who the guy is talking in the video. I don't have to do that at all. It's unnecessary. I don't have to. As long as I'm adding enough constructive criticism to my video and I'm just showing a clip, like, hell, he has the ability to fucking sue me. Like, the fuck? I don't have to credit you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to. Now, obviously, if I'm just re-uploading his, like, fucking interview with little to no, like, with little to no criticism, or well, yeah, little to no criticism or just any sort of like talking or anything, then yeah, he could have a case of being like, dude, this video is like dog shit. You're basically just stealing my interview and re-uploading it. Take it down, or at least add some sort of constructive criticism, or cut it. Then at that point, yeah, I'd probably have to do that because I could get in trouble. But at the end of the day, I don't have to fucking credit this. I don't have to credit this guy. Like,
You released
it's
it,
just like that's
and
the
then
reality.
going,
That's
"Well,
just
that's
how
fine
it
now,
works.
but
I
listen,
don't know.
That's not how copyright works.
So first of
That's
all,
not how
it's not
crediting
not
works.
what I did making that video. It's not illegal. Now, granted, he has a copyright case to take the video down, but I would not get any legal ramification for making the videos that I make. He would have
That's
a right
okay,
to strike
okay,
my video down,
that's-
but I would not get into legal
No,
trouble
he
for
could
posting
take
the
you.
video.
No, no,
And you
he
know,
could take
I
you.
know more
No,
about
no,
the law
no,
than
no,
you
no,
think.
no, 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 no. He could take you to
Completely
court.
don't.
Like theoretically, he probably wouldn't win because there's arguments of fair use and public interest. But when it comes to
If
like
I
copyright
refuse to
argument-
remove my video, he could. But the thing is, I would not counter that. He has a right to take the video
So,
down.
so you're
He does
agreeing
not have
that
a
okay. So you're agreeing that you don't own the content that you're crying that people aren't crediting you for. What they are
no.
using
I
is not
have
you.
a source.
It's
I
No, no,
posted
no, no.
the content, and it was again only part of a larger video that I made.
But they're not
And
using
that
the larger video.
that
They're not using the
video
larger video. They're using the content of Brad
got
within that video.
information that they got straight from my video. If my video didn't
You
exist,
don't-
they would
but
not
you
have
don't-
it.
But you don't own that video once it's in the public sphere because it's not you that made it. It's Brad that made it.
I posted the information, meaning that they got their information from me,
Prove
even
it.
though I did
Prove
not
it.
create
No, no,
the
hold on,
content.
hold on. Prove it. Actually, prove that they got the information from you, because
If they
you could
didn't,
have...
you know how I prove it? The watermark. If I
No,
didn't
no,
have the
let's say
watermark, I couldn't
let's say
from
somebody
anybody.
else. Let's say somebody else takes your.
I can slap a
your video,
watermark on this
strips-
right now. That doesn't mean Himpleton's stream is my fucking. Dude. Oh my god. I just watched Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Wouldn't. What? Hi, Mrao. I just watched Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Wouldn't? Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. This is a Jim Carrey movie. How have I never heard of this? I just watched Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Not wouldn't. This is like a Jim Carrey movie. I might even watch this. What the hell? I might even watch this. What the hell? I love Jim Carrey. I'm a big Jim Carrey fan. It's a bittersweet movie. I might check it out. 2004? Man. Crazy to think 2004 is that old, dude. 21 years ago. I teared up, man. Sigh. I'm glad you liked it, man. I'm glad you enjoyed the movie. I'm glad it gave you, it brought out emotion. I'm glad. It's not a comedy. You might cry. I enjoy a good tearjerker from time to time. I enjoy a good movie where it makes you cry. As long as it's got a good story. I fuck with it. Anything Jim Carrey from back in like the early 2000s is pretty good shit. Most of it is pretty good shit. So now you're making me want to try it. Now you're making me want to watch it. I never took Mrao as a romance kind of guy, you know. I never thought Mrao was the type of guy to watch romance. I kind of thought he was into like Midwest emo, you know, like music wise. So like I thought he was into like, I don't know, like Scott Pilgrim or something. Can you rate my thumbnail? Yeah. Can you rate this thumbnail? Let's see. Oh fuck. It's empty. It's hella empty. I like the right side. The right side is nice. The character. VR chat though. Are you making another VR chat like loser creep pedo thing? Or is this like a different kind of video? It just feels a tad bit empty. That top left is just really empty. But I mean, I guess it's I don't know. I like the character to the right. I enjoy that. That's a very interesting. It's like all innocent and cute on left, and then on the right, it's like turning evil. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's your best work though. I think Mrau's done better. I think Mrau has definitely done better. So I'm not sure. I think there could be more work done. Just maybe make it feel a little less empty, maybe. But I don't know. Oh, this is what it started as. Okay, it started as that, and then it turned into this. I guess if this is where it started as, if this was just like a thumbnail beforehand, then I guess this isn't that big of a deal. This is pretty decent. I fuck with it. I like how the background got to turn into like a static red TV. It's like evil. There's something, it just feels like there's something missing. I like it, but there feels like there's something missing. I don't know what to say. Well, I made both of them, Marcus. Oh. Oh. Well, okay. This one's like cute cat boy. And then this one's like evil cat boy. I wanted something simple and effective. Rubs neck nervously. Oh, okay. If you're going for a simple thumbnail with not too much going on, then I think this is perfectly fine. It's just like compared to your other thumbnails, it's empty because your other thumbnails kind of have a lot going on. But I mean, I don't think this is like evil. I don't think this is like bad. I don't think this is like no. It's not like no one's gonna click on it. I feel like people will click on this. Let's see, Mrowan. Welcome to Mrowan. But like, see, like your other thumbnails usually got a lot going on, you know? There's always so much going on. And then it turned into, now there's like not as much going on. It's going very simple. Is that Liam's avatar missing Cinnabon merch? Oh, lyrics. Oh, lyrics. Oh, lyrics. If you're just trying to go a different direction, then I'd say this is fine. I don't have an issue with this. Inspiration in old Mama Max. Exposing a VR chat developer video. Oh, okay. I see the inspiration then. I understand the inspiration. I like that. I like. I actually fuck with it. The more you're showing me the inspiration, I fuck with it. I fuck with it. I fuck with it. If that's what you're going for, if you're going for like a simplistic design of like just a simple design, you just want to change it up a little bit, I wouldn't mind giving it a try. I think you could give it a try. I don't know. I think it's okay. I like it. I fuck with it. Meowricus. Hi, Mrau. Or Kama. Oh man, I don't know how much more of this I can take though. It's just Rose literally repeating herself.
To a content creator. Then it
the watermark proves that originated from me. That is the purpose of the watermark.
No. Prove the chain of ownership then. Because if all they have to say is, I never knew this video came from Rose. When it was handed to me, the watermark.
This might be successful rage bait.
There's a thing that happens when you publish something and you gain ownership from publishing that in a legal form.
That's not. No. With something like this.
When you are the one to publish information, you are the first person to publish that information and make it public, you gain rights, especially when I can prove that it's a larger content, so it's not, I didn't just re-upload his video, I leaked it with a lot of other information.
Like I said, it's like, it's either she's just like against fair use completely, or she's just really stupid and doesn't understand what fair use is. Tower defense? I might whip out some tower defense, maybe some
they're
monkeys,
looking at my original
possibly.
work, which is the video that
We can
I
monkey
made,
it
and
up.
they're taking that. They're taking a clip from that.
We can get all funky monkey in here. Let's see. Oops, wrong one. We can get Funky Monkey in here. Where is it? Uh-oh. Oh, no, that was right. That was right. That was right. Okay, let me get the video back. I can't. What? Wait, where is it? I had a literal, okay, what the fuck? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Why is it not working now? I don't understand. Brass monkey. That chunky, that funky monkey. Or wait, brass monkey, that funky monkey. Brass monkey, chunky, that funky monkey. That's how I think it goes. Brass monkey, that funky monkey. Brass monkey, junkie, that funky monkey. Okay, I don't understand why it's not here anymore. It was here before. Now it's not. It just, like, it literally just isn't here. Oh my god! Okay. That'll do. That'll do. It doesn't need to be, like, fucking huge. It doesn't need to be huge. That'll do for now. For now, that'll do. I could do it where it just captures the thing.
It's a complicated legal case.
No,
and it would be a very fascinating court,
that'll
but
do for
I have
now.
a case there, and I have a strong case that I fully believe that I would win in court, and I would love to see somebody try.
You'd be fucked under fair use because they're not using 100% of your content. They're using a section of something that's public on YouTube. And
But
again,
hold on, no. My issue is the lack of credits. So what I'm saying,
yeah, but again, they're not.
I'm not saying that they're not allowed to use the content. I'm saying the issue is not crediting somebody, because you still have to credit people when you use content.
But again, if they're stripping out
legally,
anything,
people on YouTube love to pretend that they know the law. They don't. People, because they have these rules, they don't get held accountable. They don't get sued for the shit, so they don't understand.
Shut the fuck up, Becky speaking! This gets tested all the time. There's a fucking court case right now about copyright abuse. That's massive. This has been tested multiple
Yes, it is a
times.
different
In fact,
situation from this specific thing. I mentioned that when I said.
In fact, the problem you have in this case is you added a watermark to something that in fact you don't own. So, like, I agree with you that stripping out a watermark has legal issues. I agree with you, you should credit. But the problem in your case is you added a watermark to something that is not yours. That clip is not yours. You did not produce it. You just leaked it.
That'll do, Pig.
And once
That'll
it has
do.
been publicly released, you adding a watermark to it doesn't magically make it like.
Rose doesn't understand how fair use works at all. She doesn't.
Publicly released.
See, like, okay, that's what I mean is, like, either she just doesn't understand what, like, how it, like, I'm just, like, confused because it's either she just doesn't understand what fair use is or something. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't really get it because, like, either she just doesn't know what fair use is completely and she's refusing to understand what it is, or she's just too stupid to understand because, like, I don't think she knows what she's talking about here. I don't think she I'm so confused. I'm so fucking confused. And there we go. Told you Beckett loses is cool.
As a larger video that I was releasing.
But you don't own it.
I own the video that I posted.
Yes, but you don't own that clip within it.
That clip is part of the video.
Doesn't matter. You didn't make it.
Hold on. So what happened? What you're saying legally, you have to prove, and this is how this works. You would have to prove in court that you were taking from the original video, not from my video. If you're taking it from my video, legally, it doesn't matter that I didn't create it because legally, it does legally, and I would love to pull it up in court. I'm correct about this, and I'm
no, that's
informed.
insane. Hold on, that's an insane thing to think. So you think that if I took a video, let's say
If they got their video from their own means,
okay, so
then you would be correct. That is
your
not true,
video,
and I would have
if I took a
objective
clip,
proof that they got it from
if
my
I
video.
took your
meaning that I'm
video,
right.
if I took your video, cut a clip out of it, stuck a watermark of my own on it,
I'm gonna
I suddenly
die.
own that clip of your video. That's what you're arguing.
One fucking
Okay,
red balloon
so
got
the
through it.
difference is that you weren't the first person to publish that clip.
One red
So
got through.
What I would do
Okay,
is
that's
I would
fine.
prove in
That's not-
court that
again,
my
that's
hold
not
on,
how
let me explain.
The
So
route
my
we were
upload
going is
date would
fine.
be before your upload date, and it would prove that I originally posted that clip and that you took it
That's
from
not
me.
how copyright works. It's not about publication. It's about creation.
There's a
If
thing called
somebody
publication.
steals, no. In this case, it's not. If somebody stole my video and re-uploaded that video, like my video, or even a section of it, they don't suddenly own it because they've uploaded it before me. That's not how copyright
No, the thing, no, you're not understanding. I don't own Brad's video. I own my criticism video, and in the video criticism,
Yeah, but
I
nobody-
include these
okay.
clips that have never been released before that I am
But
the
the
first person to
clips
put
are
on the
made
internet. So
Yeah, but okay. Oh my God, she's like ignoring the entire. Asked Rosemary to sue me over the same thing. You did? I didn't know that. Dude, she's like, okay. I'm so confused because she's being like, what? They're laying it out like perfectly here. They're laying it out like smoothly. And I just like, she's just like too retarded to understand what they're saying because it's not her content. Like at the end of the day, she like, it's part of her like overarching criticism video where she's the first. Okay, cool, but you're not like, it's not your content.
No, here's the thing. Let me explain. I do not own the larger body of work. I own the full thing. For instance, good example.
But nobody's
if I were
touching on the
watching-
full thing. They're just covering up the watermark on the. What is she? I like. What do I
documentary
did?
that includes released footage that nobody's ever seen before uploaded to the internet. The person who made the documentary did not
Okay,
film
I got through it.
that
Wait.
clip. But they were the
But
first
you
to
get the
post
rights,
it.
they
So
would
hold
buy
on.
it. You would buy it
If
from
somebody
YouTube. You own the
posts
rights
that
to use
clip,
Brad's video.
if somebody
use his video,
uploads a
you own the
clip
rights.
that they got from the documentary that was never before released, they would still be sued for posting clips of the documentary, even though they didn't film that footage. It is the
If you're
same
saying
exact
you have
thing, and I will
protection,
gladly take
If-
anybody to
but
court.
So if they, but you're admitting the fact that if Brad took you to court and said this person released my video, they took away monetization that I could have earned from it. They provided they took those clips. They did not give me fair chance to publish. And,
No, that's not true. If he were to publish his video on his own, there's nothing I could do because he owns the video. I'm saying
own
the
the
only
video
thing that I'm saying, hold on. I have a right to post. What I posted, my video is fair use, and taking from my video would also be against the law. So,
I'm not arguing
again,
that your video isn't fair use.
You're just
Your
misunderstanding. And again,
no,
this is
your
a very
video- hold on,
complicated
I'm not
situation.
misunderstanding anything.
No,
I'm not
wait.
misunderstanding anything.
Let that finish
Your
his
video, your video comes under fair use. You're
Wait,
providing
wait.
information that's publicly viable, and I'm assuming used like a fair amount of it. You'd probably
Yes.
win in a fair use court, but that doesn't give
We
you
gotta slow
ownership
down.
of
We
the
gotta
clip.
slow
That
down.
means
I
you
would
can
hold on.
use it without getting fucking sued.
I would be able to prove that they got that information from me and that they're not crediting me for my video, which they used my video in court, or they used my video
No, they didn't.
in their
They used
video.
Brad's
because
video.
they used no.
Yeah, they
Again,
used the
you
Brad
have to
video.
prove in court that they got the original video and used that.
No,
and
they
because of
wouldn't.
The watermark,
No, they wouldn't.
I would be able
No,
to
they
prove that they used my
wouldn't.
video.
You
That is how the law
re-uploading
works.
it
You are wrong,
because
and despite how confident you are in court, I would fucking win.
Yeah,
I'm
again,
sorry.
I mean,
You're
these
wrong.
things have been
I don't
tested.
care.
These things have
I
been
would love.
tested.
That's the thing. I would love to test it. This specific case, there has not been a case with this specific detail, and I
Dude,
know
she's
for a
like
fact
the
that I would
ultimate
win,
rage baiter,
and
dude.
anybody
It's
wants to test
insane.
me, I would gladly sue them. Gladly sue them.
Hold on. If there's
To prove
never,
it, because I
if
would
there's never
excitedly
been a
love
case,
to
if there's
prove
never
it.
been a case this specific, how do you know you'd win?
True. That's so true.
I just asked you a question. Listen, you again. If when I re-uploaded,
I am confident.
hold on.
I am confident
When
that I can prove malicious intent of not.
She will gladly take anyone to court but me. I remember when I asked Rosemary to sue me over the same thing. Yeah, told her to sue me. Because at one point she threatens to sue Himpleton's chat for removing her watermark and re-uploading. She will gladly take anyone to court but me. She calls it a class action lawsuit. The easiest counter argument is that them utilizing the content is also fair use, the same way she's explaining she utilized it as fair use. I mean, she utilized it as fair use in her it's obviously like a criticism video where she leaks the video, which is fair use, obviously. Like, she's not going to get in trouble for using it, I feel. It's not like, I mean, it is leaked video. If he asked her to take it down, she probably should. But, like, overall, like, this isn't her, you know what I mean? Like, this isn't, like, her, it's not her content. You know what I mean? Like, it's Brad's. And it is looping. It's looping a little too much because I've said the same thing over and over and over again. Like, I don't know what else I'm supposed to say because, like, I don't know. Like, that's just like true. It's not her content; it's his content. So she doesn't really have like a legal right to the content. Like, this is just, it's just so fucking silly. It's so fucking.
Crediting, which you are legally required to do. That I know. So again, I will gladly take people to court who maliciously do not credit me. You will be sued. This is my public notice. I will not sue you if you.
It's my public notice.
Rose,
If you go out of your way to maliciously not credit me, you will be in court and you will be hearing from a lawyer. You will be sued if you maliciously don't credit me.
We have 55 viewers right now. We've got 55 viewers, which thanks everybody for watching. This is awesome. But this is my call to action. I want every single person watching this to crop that out and fuck around and figure it out. Let's figure it out.
Then I will be starting a action
I want you to sue all 55 of us.
I can. I can sue.
I want everybody in chat to fuck around and find out.
You are admitting to malicious intent. You are admitting to malicious intent.
No,
Which would not hold well for you when you're in the courtroom.
No, we're not. No, we're not. Because actually,
You are.
Yeah,
You literally are.
we're testing a theory. Let me finish. Let me finish. In this case, we're not. In this case, we're not. Because no. You're misinterpreting.
Stop skirting. Stop skirting.
Now it's a creative.
Can we get past this?
Now it's creative because we're not removing credit from you. We would actually be re-uploading it to credit you and as commentary on your arguments. So, because the only reason to re-upload it without the watermark now after this conversation is directly because of you. So even removing it, you'd be intrinsically linked to that re-uploaded content.
That is bullshit, and you fucking know it.
Rose, can I just say, okay, how we got to this conversation point?
That proves me you don't know shit, because I'm telling you.
That is bullshit, and you fucking know it. Yes. Oh, that was awesome. That's a good clip. Hell yeah, dude. Fuck.
You fucking want to try me? Sit in the courtroom and try to explain this. Sit in the courtroom and try to explain to a fucking jury, which I have a right to.
Rose, chill.
I don't right to a jury.
Rose,
Rose, you're
Actually, if I'm talking, you would be the one that have a right to. You know what I mean?
Rose,
or a judge who's more like legally like
Rose,
versed in the law.
you're talking about Rose, like, okay. Everything else aside, you are screaming about suing people for removing a watermark. Do you not think that's like fucking mental? Why
I have the legal right to do so. I have the legal right to do so.
This is a great point that I've been trying to say.
But
why we're even here? Why we're even here? You've been talking for fucking ages. Let me speak, please.
I have the legal right to do so.
I have the right to do so.
I should be able to do it, and that is the problem.
Rose, I swear to fucking God. Rose, shut up before we make you. Goddamn, close the fucking mouth before we put something in it. For fuck's sake. Go ahead.
We have gotten to this point of the conversation, right? Because you refuse to admit the reason why you have the watermark is because of clout. We have and before you talk, because I know you like talking.
I deserve credit.
Before you start talking, because I know you like talking.
I have a right to it.
Okay.
And you were telling me that I didn't have
Let Yen finish. Stop being transphobic.
Your original reasoning.
Stop being
Your reasoning is shit. I'm
explaining why your reasoning was.
Hi, Snails.
You said it was because of people being malicious, right? People.
Not this Rose call, dude. This Rose call is awesome.
Like you don't like you. Remove like being.
Oh, I can just do this.
Taking credit for something they didn't do. That is illegal. And if they
You're
continue
now
to do it,
arguing illegal.
I've literally just Googled it. Not crediting a leaker isn't inherently illegal. I just Googled it. It entirely depends on copyright ownership.
It's a class
and
action
you don't
lawsuit
own the
if she sues
copyright to
everyone
that
law.
clip.
That
If
says enough about the
somebody
knowledge.
took something you had made and didn't credit you, you would have a leg to stand on. But I've just Googled it, Rose. I don't know why I didn't do this.
The video that I made.
No, because they're not.
Again,
But they're not.
But they're not making it on the video.
And trying to obscure the fact that they took it from my video. They are not
But
taking
it doesn't matter.
the
It doesn't
individual
matter.
video. They are taking. It would be the same as like a documentary. I've
Because
explained
what
this.
you're complaining about is the leak itself. But
Also, did you
don't
go to
hold the
AI and
copyright-
say that? Did Google AI tell you that?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So far down your throat.
Yeah, so see, AI is bullshit. You're getting your legal advice from AI. It's laughable because you don't actually have anything.
Hold on. Just I didn't like again. You're talking
Because
about,
there's
like,
no.
crediting
This is a
leak-
very specific thing, so it's hard to find information on this specifically.
But the problem
There's
is
never been a court
copyright
case to
ownership.
this specific
The
issue.
problem
Find me
is
a court
copyright
case
ownership.
with this specific issue that I'm talking
Okay,
about.
actually, hold on. Because your
Find me a court case.
your question
She's
was
she's so retarded, but it's awesome she can piss people off this much. I know, she's like the master like rage baiter. I said that earlier. Like it's insane how like easily she can piss people off. She's pissing me off. Like I don't even know how. Like I'm just like she's just pissing me off. Like she's just wrong in so many ways, but I don't know how to not be like mad at, like it's pissing me because I've repeated myself like 20 times now. I don't understand. It's not her content, it's his content. On top of that, she's trying to make a claim about how like, okay, she's trying to make a claim about how like, oh, it's my video, it's the video, because the leak is a part of an overarching video where she's like, you know, you understand what it's from. You guys probably know what it's from. I don't need to go into details, but you guys know what the fucking video is from. We saw it a second ago. It's like, that's not the point, because people are reacting to the leaked part. They're reacting to the part that you leaked, which ultimately doesn't mean anything. So like, I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I don't understand. I don't understand. Also, wash your hair, you dumb bitch. No, Marcus, she owns that mental breakdown. It's hers. Dude, did you see her? Okay, Snails, we went over this. Brad's mental breakdown was hers. Okay, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You are right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did you see how big she is? Did you see how, like, rotund she is now? She got really big. Like, unhealthily big. I didn't realize that, man. She's huge, man. It's like bad, dude. It's really bad. You know, I honestly like feel bad for her, to be honest. Dark Viper is trans. Wait, show me. Okay. Hold on. Let's go here and let's do Malay. God damn it. Okay, you're gonna see it in the top. Like, okay, so here's a previous video. Here's a previous video from like a couple months ago. This is what she looks like now. Obviously not skinny. Definitely not on the slim side. You know, we can all agree. Definitely not on the slim side, right? Now look at her now, though. Let's take a good hard look at her now. God damn it.
I said something behind his back, which turned out to be
23-minute long.
Just hold on.
Video by Brad Taste in Music, where he exhibits some.
Holy moly! I'm sorry. That's bad. That's fucked up. I'm sorry. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't do that. I'm sorry. That's fucked up. Fuck. I'm sorry. I won't do that. I won't do that again. Holy mother of God. Amberlyn Reed. Literally, she looks like Amber. It's bad, dude. It's bad. I feel like bad for her. I feel like I actually kind of like feel bad for her a little bit, dude. She's like actually like fucking this is like unhealthy. She's broke. Her face is completely broken out. Her body looks just unbelievably massive. She's got the chips on the table. I mean, it's ridiculous, dude. It's not good. It's not good is what it is. Planet. Jesus. Fuck. Like, I understand being big. I'm not, like, against big people. You know what I mean? Like, some people are just fat, man. Like, some people got some weight on them, man. Ooh, that was scary. Some people just got some weight on them, man. That's, like, normal, you know? That's fine. You know, I get it. You know, sometimes we're a little rotund, you know? Sometimes we're a tad bit rotund. You know? It happens. We get big sometimes. But she's big. She's big. She's really big. Okay. Finally. Okay, I got this. That's what I wanted.
Was crediting leakers, not inherently copyright ownership.
Her gaining weight rapidly is worrying, though. And no, that's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying. Because like only a couple months ago, she was like, you know, she was fat, but she wasn't like fucking just like over the top, you know, insanely overweight. Now she's like alarmingly big. Like huge, which it was only in the span of like a couple months. It only took like, I think the span of like 3 months. It's like, god damn, dude, shit. That's ridiculous.
It's more complicated than that because it's a bigger video that I posted that included bits
But
of
they're not-
information that was never released to the public before, and then they're taking the information that I uncovered as part of my video. Again, that'd be, for instance, that'd be like me going to a documentary and then stealing like the parts that they like got video from, obtained from other sources, and then acting like I made that information. You can't just take somebody else's information and act like you made that discovery. That is illegal, and that's what I would prove in court.
Hold on. But that's
Because essentially that's what you're doing. You're acting like you made that discovery because you're not crediting the person who made the discovery. You're going out of your way to not do it and act like you made that, which is illegal.
Wait,
you can't
hold on.
take credit for making the discovery, which you didn't make, as part of a larger expose documentary piece that you did not make.
That's a shift. That's a shift. You would have to. Okay, if that's your argument, because
You
if
can say
somebody
all
was
the shit in
claiming,
the
no,
world you
hold on,
want. You can hate me all you
if
want.
somebody was
Legally,
arguing, hold on. I'm engaging in the fucking question. We shut the fuck up. If inherently you're saying that your argument is somebody taking that content, removing you, and acting like they'd found it originally, like they were the source, then you might have an argument. Like,
I would, yeah,
some
no.
kind.
What I'm saying is I'm proving in court that by basically covering up the watermark,
Can you
what
let
you are
somebody
doing is
finish a
effectively
fucking point? Can you
by
let somebody
removing the
finish one of
watermark,
their
you are
fucking
you
points,
are
Rose?
proving that
Holy
you are taking
brother.
credit for something and acting like you are the source of that
You don't
information
even
by
win for
obscuring that.
speaking
That is
over
what you were
people.
doing.
You don't win
And
for
I proved
speaking
that
over
in
people,
court
interrupting
because
them
I
in the middle of their
correct.
fucking.
It's pissing them off so much, dude. It's actually like I can't tell if I should be like proud of her or not because like she is really good at pissing these people off, man. She is like she's the master at pissing people off, I feel. God, she's so insufferable. She's so fucking insufferable. It's so funny. Oh my god.
Didn't you start this by saying that everyone knew it was you anyway?
The thing is, people in the know, there are a handful of people that knew it was me, like Brad.
I don't
but
think there was a
the
handful of
greater
people.
public
I
did
think
not
you were
know.
you
The
were-
greater public
no,
did
hold on.
not know because of people maliciously taking credit.
No, you'd have to prove that yourself because all the way through the conversation,
There were
with
people
Brad
that
stuff,
maliciously
you were
didn't
linked
know. I mean, there were
There were
people that didn't know because these other people took credit for it.
But you'd have to prove that.
And also I could prove damages. I could prove that these people are making income by like posting these videos that.
No, you
know,
wouldn't be able
and I
to
could-
do that one. That's because that's the same fair
Had
use. That's the same fair
had I
use.
been
lose-
credited, I would have had a source of income from that video that I posted that I didn't get because I wasn't credited. Again,
Oh, the
something that I
black
could-
balloons couldn't get through.
No, that's been tested. That has.
If
been
somebody like
tested,
More
because that's the
Pegasus,
same-
if somebody
that's
like More
the same-
Pegasus who's
that's-
making money doing that, I could have a strong case.
That's the same fair use stuff that's protecting
It's
you.
not fair use if you maliciously remove a watermark to not give somebody credit in a
No, you
video
can-
that you're
you can-
basically
you can compare this
repeating.
to the
More
Sakai-
Pegasus'
no, no.
videos are not fair
No, you
use. It's
can-
not
you
H3.
can-
I
you
can
can
prove
compare
in
this-
I can
no,
prove in
no,
court
you
that
can
it's not fair
compare-
use.
Shut the fuck
This has
up
been
and let
tested.
me
my
speak.
This has been
content.
tested.
Shut the fuck up
This
and
has
let
been
me
tested.
speak.
Look at the
And they
Sargon
would-
of Akkad. Look at the Sargon of Akkad case. Sargon of Akkad re-uploaded Akila Obviously's content wholesale. All he did was change the title, and he won in court. So, like again, this has been tested. You're just wrong here, and I can cite the case. Sargon of Akkad and Akila Obviously. You're just wrong.
I'm sorry, but what is this?
Sargon of Akkad was sued by Akila Obviously for copyright infringement in the mid-2010s. Akila Obviously said all Sargon did was take clips
I'm
from
sorry,
the video. string
what
it
are you
together with
saying?
No commentary.
She doesn't even know what he's talking about. She doesn't even do her homework. She's 7 pounds away from destroying a small town. By this time next year, she's going to collapse in on herself like a dying star. That case is actually a landmark case. It genuinely set a precedent. She doesn't even do her homework. She's talking about like she's talking about legality and how like she legally can fucking sue somebody over this. She doesn't even know of like an extremely important case that has happened. And how we go off of this is literally how we base. How do I put this? Sargon does suck though in other ways. She should know about that case if she wanted to talk about law, but it's irrelevant because she's just been speaking out of her ass the entire time. I know, man. Rose is almost big enough to be her own landmark.
He changed the title. That's all Sargon did, and he re-uploaded.
Okay, well,
and he was sued and he won.
Hold on,
Because-
you're not telling the full story. I can explain why that's the case because you made it seem like they just re-uploaded the full video. So what happened was
Big
they're
W, by the
taking
way. That was a
clips of
huge
videos
dub.
to provide a specific point. The reason
That was a
why he
huge
lost
dub.
that case
On
is
Impoppable.
because they can prove in court that the reason they're watching that video is not taking away views from the original video, whereas I can prove in court what they're doing is specifically taking views away rightfully from me. So the reason is because nobody's watching Sargon's video as a replacement for her videos. That is why he lost the case. I am not an idiot. I know how these things work. You are incorrect. And
That's
you were
actually not the reason.
Rose,
That's
Rose,
not
you
the reason.
verbatim.
'Cause
Wait,
again,
real quick,
the
Beckett,
reason,
real quick,
the
Beckett,
reason,
real quick, Beckett. Rose, you verbatim said that if you sued all of us, it would be a class action. I don't want to ever hear you say a fucking legal argument. You dumb fucking bitch. Like, oh my god. Go ahead. Beckett.
I've been speaking
Okay.
for hours, and I did
So
misspeak. A
that's-
class
I
action.
know,
A bunch
it's
of people
awful.
suing against one person, not one person against multiple other people. I'm
Let
aware.
Beckett.
She ever had an old guy with a white beard with a fishing spear chase after her?
Listen,
What?
I've had multiple people on my
does
ass
that
for a few hours. I
mean?
think I'm doing
Speaking.
okay.
A
Okay,
wonderful
so-
ginger black woman named Beckett is going to speak now. Thank you.
So, the Aquila obviously stuff, what's relevant about it is the nature of transformation. So as long as it's substantially different from the content that she was putting out, and
You're
you've got
grossly
the same...
simplifying the case. That is part of the reason.
Let
but
Beckett
also,
finish his point before you.
You didn't even know what this
Yeah,
was
just-
until 5
just
seconds
literally,
ago.
hold
Let
on,
Beckett
hold on,
finish his
hold on.
point. Let Beckett
I'm
finish his
aware of the
point.
law.
Let
If
Beckett
it was
finish
a
his point.
basic
Let
thing
Beckett
where
finish his point
somebody
before
was
you
posting
interrupt
clips
him.
of a
Let Beckett
show
finish his
that
point
was
before you interrupt
preventing
him.
people that
Let
was
Beckett finish his
Holy
point before you
fuck.
interrupt him.
the actual
Let
show they
Beckett
were
finish
watching.
Oh,
his point before
but
you
Beckett's
interrupt him.
yelling. Beckett's yelling. He's gonna yell.
But
Let
this
Beckett
isn't
finish his
that.
point
It has
before
a
you
different
interrupt him.
purpose.
No one is hearing your
hold
point
on.
because I'm speaking over you. Let Beckett
Yeah,
finish his
it's,
point before you
I
start
mean,
talking.
she's a
Thank you.
white whale.
was enough
White
that
whale,
he
holy
had a
grail,
title
crack your backs
change.
on
It
blood
was-
and
it was
thunder
put under
if you wish to
satire,
prevail.
basically. And the problem you've also got with a lot of the
Moby
commentary...
No, can I
Huge.
explain the reason why?
Oh my
Moby
God,
Huge.
let
You
him
guys
finish
ever
his
heard of a
fucking
Moby
point.
Huge?
Let him finish his fucking point. No one's listening to anything that you're saying because I'm speaking over you and I'm going to speak over you for the entire time that you're talking until you let Beckett finish.
Oh my
Until you
God,
let Beckett finish, I'm going to speak over you.
Because you're wrong. Because you're
Stop.
just wrong.
Stop.
And you're proving
You
it.
didn't even let him finish his point. You don't even know what the fucking point is. You don't know what the fucking point is because you're not.
Dude,
gonna let- you
honestly,
don't-
honestly, they're kind of doing this to themselves, just like Server Muter. You know what I mean? They got just like Server Muter, man. Like honestly, they're like making it hard on themselves. Like fuck, this is tough. This is just so hard. I mean, ultimately at the end, she's not gonna listen, right? Like his headphones, yeah, they're falling down on his face. They're literally they're getting so mad, bro. It's awesome though. I fuck with it.
No, because you're not letting Beckett finish his
I
fucking
fuck with
point.
it.
You can maybe learn a thing or two from fucking listening for once in your goddamn life.
And also,
Instead of speaking
she
over
credits the
everyone.
person.
Holy shit.
Everybody knows where the content came from in that
Okay,
case.
shut up. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Let Beckett finish.
Hold on.
My issue is
My
the
point
credits.
was-
Got the big eyes.
But wasn't about accreditation. We're talking about fair use. Holy fuck! Like what you're like getting wrapped up in is essentially.
It's not fair
two
use. It's
different
not
things.
better.
Rose,
Oh my god!
Rose.
Oh my god! She doesn't stop. She doesn't stop. Holy shit! Holy shit! This is a genuine. I would have a hard time if I was here. I would be having a hard time. Like I couldn't. I wouldn't be able to. I'd shit my pants like in anger. Like this is really hard to listen to.
Talking for like 5 seconds.
All right,
If
go ahead,
nobody can
Beckett.
make a God, like it's ridiculous. The problem you've got is you're arguing two separate fucking things. You're arguing like watermarks, which is about ownership and not credit. If your argument was
Croson
people
might have
are
been a wrong
maliciously
route.
removing me from the story and that's causing damage, you may have an argument. The problem is you're pointing to a watermark, which is about ownership. You are confusing what this is. Like if you've got like something where you've got someone going behind the scenes, for example, saying, I am maliciously removing Rose from this story. I'm going to take credit for it. Everyone's going to think it's me. Maybe you'd have an argument. But when you are pointing other commentators just removing a watermark, specifically on the clips you released of Brad's content, you don't have an argument because that Brad content is not something you have original ownership.
Credit isn't even relevant here because what she would be arguing is plagiarism. I'm surprised they haven't brought that up yet. In order to plagiarize, you'd need to copy their content, but it's not their content. Yeah, I mean, I just don't. There's just no case that she could even have here. What she's see how those screenshots I sent you make more sense now, Marcus? Yeah, dude, he's just really like he's not happy. Like he's not even like he's dead ass just like not happy. Oh, I almost lost there. That was actually really scary. He's so pissed. Like he's so mad. I thought like he was like I thought at first it was just gonna be like the images you sent me were just like, oh, him jokingly getting mad. Like it's just him like doing it for the camera, like jokingly mad. He's like actually pissed. And they're like enduring it. Like they're just choosing to stay and continue. I'm kind of impressed.
You being the leaker doesn't give you that ownership. These are two separate things.
Ownership of the original thing.
Oh my god, I
Okay,
just
I
wanted to
can
see if
handle
she was
it.
talking over you.
Was she fucking muted? Yeah. Like, Rose,
She's been super
you're
muted the whole
arguing
time.
two
She's been
different
speaking
things.
over you the entire time. She hasn't
You're just
listened to a
arguing
single
two
word you
different things.
said.
It's completely fucking insane. This isn't complicated. You're protected by free use to release it. This is the copyright issue. And people are protected by free use in covering it. This is the copyright issue. These things have been tested multiple fucking times. Watermark removal does have legality issues, but because you don't own the original content, it doesn't matter. It's really that simple.
Because that proves malicious intent.
What? Rose, did you just hear a single word that Beckett said?
I've been listening.
Can I?
Have you been listening
Can you
to me?
show chat? Is my chat not on screen? Hold on. Oh, you're talking about the images. You're talking about the images. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Game, chill. Chill. Let's go slow mode. I don't want to end. I don't want to stop it. Yeah. We could show. Let's make it bigger. Let's make it bigger. Let's widen our view here. This one's normal. This one's actually pretty normal. But he looks exhausted. His eyes look so puffy and red. Like, he looks so exhausted in this one. This is like the progression of insanity. Like, he's crying. He looks like he's crying in this image. Like, it's making him break down. He's like progressive. He's like progressively getting worse, and then he's just completely defeated. He doesn't even know what he's doing anymore. He's just done. He's over it. Oh, wrong one. Biggie. Oh, Big Chunky over here. Where's my chat? I'm trying to find my chat now. Okay, there we go. He looks depressed. The yelling, the tie is fully off. Oh, Lord, she coming. Whoa, what the fuck, man? Sorry. He looks sad. Even my retarded ass couldn't stay away as long as it went on. It went on. It's going on for a long time, dude. This is
you
rough.
were mid-sentence. You were mid-sentence when Beckett stopped talking.
We've asked you numerous times, like sometimes not very politely, I'll give you, but to give Beckett a chance to speak without you interrupting, and you didn't do that. So that's why we had to do it.
Yeah, we had to server mute you, unfortunately.
Also, I've been in this situation.
Okay, they finally server muted.
Rose. I've just released. I've just fought a load of copyright strikes, basically over this. So I do know what I'm talking about because fuck me, I've had to talk to lawyers about it.
Oh,
it's okay.
I would love to see a lawyer listen to this conversation and give their 2 cents on it. I would love to see what a lawyer has to say.
Legal mindset. Come in here.
Yeah, let's
I want to hear what a lawyer has to say because I think that I strongly believe that I have a case here and I will take it to the fullest extent.
So here's the problem. Not problem, but like when I was dealing with the KP strikes and the question of whether I'd end up in court over copyright, the response was generally, I don't own that script. I own the transformation of that script because it's very, very transformative. It's one of the things that protected me. But if I just released the script itself, I don't have ownership of because I didn't write it. So if somebody else takes that from me or redistributes it, I haven't got a leg to stand on from that side. In the same way that I can't actually be claimed against for the transformation of that script by KP. She doesn't own the transformation. And yes, some of that comes down to the complexities of crediting people.
This is a complex case. It would be.
But for what you're talking about a different thing. So your argument here is that there were people who didn't want you to have credit, right? Behind the scenes, people in the Discord who hated you.
Yes.
Okay, so if you had messages in that Discord trying with a plan to remove you from the story and remove your credit and strip you of any work you've done, you might be able to take them to court, maybe.
Yeah, what I'm saying is the fact that they took credit for something they know they didn't do and removed my watermark, that alone is proof of that. That would have more evidence in my case proving my point. That would be helpful.
But that wouldn't
give you any
absolutely,
you guys continue to be careless, continue to show you doing it maliciously.
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! I'm literally agreeing with points you're making. Can you please stop being such an insufferable bitch for 5 fucking seconds? Is that really so hard?
Yes.
Holy fuck. However, those are a different group of people to the content creators who covered this and may have covered up your watermark. Those are two separate groups, and you'd have different
I have Nicholas Durio on camera admitting that he didn't want to credit me. I have him on camera admitting that.
God.
Oh,
but
no!
The fact that he's on camera saying
That
he doesn't want to
strengthens
credit
my
you.
case.
Hold on.
Where he
By the fact
blurred
that-
my copyright, he blurred my watermark, and said
But
I
aren't
didn't
you
want to
getting
mention her name. I'm doing this because I don't want to mention her name. That strengthens my case.
Okay, but at the same time, by him doing that, he's crediting
The story
you,
of our love, Rose and Grongo. What the fuck is?
So, I mean, in that case,
so you are
credit
getting
you.
the credit, regardless of whether he covers up your watermark. Again, you're misusing watermarks, so the watermark doesn't matter. The fact that he's mentioned it's come from you.
I
kind of,
say
like,
that I
blows
leaked
off-
it. I don't say that I make the content.
Okay,
but I have
but again,
ownership
he's
to my
mentioned
video
you.
on
But
it.
he's mentioned you, so he has provided the credit you're asking for.
The only reason he mentioned me is because Brad mentions my name, to
cares?
which he says, "Oh, well, I have to mention her now because I wasn't going to mention her name."
God's best pacifist. Brad's goon tape. Oh my god, that image is really good.
To prove that there is a
That
larger
image is
campaign of
really
people
good.
who
You'd
don't
have
want
to,
credit me.
no, you'd have to draw a link between them because, like, what proof do you have that Nicholas Durio has had any contact with any of these fucking people?
Holy fuck, that's really
Well, no,
good.
I would say that strengthens my case that there are people who are doing this.
But then, I'm saying, like, if you've got DMs or messages, and you would need DMs or messages, you'd need to prove essentially some sort of conspiracy or plan, to, like, maliciously remove that credit. And if you had that,
I'm proving that it was done maliciously, and I will find as much proof as I can so people continue to embarrass themselves and tell on themselves. Go for it.
Okay, but hold on. God, again, can you just not be insufferable for 5 fucking seconds? I'm agreeing with the point you're making.
You are here to
and
argue with me. You are not being
An
nice
argument.
to me.
An argument is not.
I'm
when
not
you
being nice
speak
to you
over
because
every
you're
single
like,
word that someone says.
it's like, Jesus Christ. Again, because you're arguing two separate things. At one point, you're arguing copyright ownership, which you are wrong on, and another, you're arguing somebody like trying to remove credit from you, which are two separate things, Rose. Because once somebody is like stealing like your thunder for the leaks, you'd have more of an argument. But that is a very separate thing from a content creator just covering it and just going, I just want to talk about Rose.
Listen, what I'm seeing right now is a bunch of people who aren't super knowledgeable about the law arguing about the law.
Okay, well, when was the last time you spoke to a lawyer about copyright, Rose? Because mine was like last month.
I do not need to disclose how much I do or do not know about the law.
I don't need to disclose how much I do and don't know about the law. Well, wouldn't that be very helpful in this moment? It would be very nice to know how much you do know. Why does it only say ×3, bro? I got like fucking 20 ships on board, bro. Don't fuck with me now. Don't fuck with me. Hey, don't fuck me, game. Don't fuck me. I can't remember. I heard Beckett this genuinely angry. Maybe his Forbidden Drunk stream, but man, was he mad in this? Dude, Rose is like really good at making people pissed. I've never heard him this mad. I've never heard him this mad. Usually he says he's mad, but he's laughing. This is pure rage. Yeah, this Beckett 100% very angry for a long time. For a very long time in this call. The snap in his voice is the chef's
Claim
kid.
to cite the Lord. But how can you like say that like? Oh,
No, the thing is, I do not need to disclose how or why I know the information that I do. Just that I do. Just that I do. And what I would say is show this video to a lawyer that you're talking to and see what the lawyer says about what I have to say. See what a lawyer has to say.
Well, you don't have
Genuinely.
to. We don't have to do that, Rose.
Instead of you arguing about it, not being knowledgeable about the law,
Rose.
go to a lawyer and
But I
see what
just
they
told
have to
you. But I
say.
just told you about the ownership of leaked materials because that's directly what I was dealing with.
And listen, Rose. Like, you know, we don't have to talk to a lawyer about it at all. Like, all of my chat is going to post your video without a watermark, and then we're just going to go from there.
Once again, proving malicious intent, and that.
So that's
you
not
saying
proving.
that
No.
you're doing that,
So I'm gonna.
you're saying that you want
Excuse
that to happen?
me. It's actually not malicious intent. It's simply figuring out this hypothetical, Rose.
No. You are. So what I'm telling you is that something, right? You are not legally able to do this.
You're
and I
telling
will
me, and
take
you're not a
action
lawyer.
against this.
You're telling me, and you're not a lawyer, and you have no knowledge whatsoever. You misspoke.
I will defend
that it
this
was
in
a
court.
that it was a fucking class action lawsuit. You know
I have
nothing.
a
You're
case
so
here.
fucking
I
retarded.
have a
No, you
case
don't.
here.
You have no case.
But I'm
You have no case. Let's take it to court. Let's take it to court, Rose.
I agree.
She's
let's
getting
take it to
so
court.
owned.
You are
She's
telling
getting
your
so
audience
owned
that
right
you
now.
are maliciously stealing my content.
Sue my
right?
chatters.
No, I'm proving something.
Hold on, no. It's
are
not
not
your
gonna mention
content.
my
It's
name.
not your content. It's not your content, Rose.
Her
You don't
lawyer
own
is
it.
ChatGPT.
It's a clip of Brad's video.
I own the
The question-
publications to my video, and they took a clip from the video that I
No.
published.
Okay. Can I just ask you a question?
It's a complicated legal
Rose,
case. I'm
Rose,
sorry.
Rose,
This
Rose,
is
can I
like
ask you a very simple question? Can I ask you a very simple question?
It's a complicated legal case. It's unprecedented. But what? So she's extremely confident that she can win in a court case. Extremely confident that she can win in a court case. But this is an unheard of. This is unheard of. This is a completely unheard of case. We've never seen it before. It never happened before. It's unheard of. This is just it's never happened before, but it can get done. Because she knows that that's the law, even though it's never happened before.
Came into possession of a video you had made that you had not published. You'd never been on the internet. Let's say somebody had hacked you.
No, yeah,
and I got
Spindling
in
literally
possession of it.
leaves.
And I
Yen
took
Yen
clips
is
of your
toughing
video
it
that
out,
you'd
bro.
made
Yen is listening
and
to
published
this.
it myself. Just clips of it, the same way you've done. Do I then own your video clips?
But that's the thing. You don't own it, but you own the greater video. So if somebody that wasn't me were to take a clip and report it like they were the one that uncovered it, that would be illegal. But if I
That's not
were to
what I
post the full, hold on, if I were to basically say, hey, I have a legal right to this video, you can't post it, I would be right to do so and take that down, right? But if a third party came and basically took credit for your leaking,
Based
that
on
would be
what?
wrong.
Based
But
on
that's
what?
different. But those are two different things. That's you're on one hand talking about copyright ownership.
Yeah, but
and
that,
on the-
okay, but that doesn't even pertain to this circumstance because Nicholas Diorio is not taking credit for the leaking. He just got rid of the watermark. Like, unless he like specifically replaced your watermark with like his watermark, then that maybe changes it. But like, what? I'm so. Oh. 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 Okay.
On the other hand, you're talking about crediting sources. These are not the same things. And if somebody takes your like clip from Brad, like the thing that Brad
You
made,
are
and take that
required to
clip-
credit sources.
No. Again,
It's just the
if someone
fact that
just took
YouTube
it-
people
hold on,
don't take
let
the
him
laws
finish,
that
let him
seriously,
finish,
but you
let
are
him finish,
required to.
let him
Most
finish.
people don't sue over it.
Hold on. If you're just yes, if they have ownership of it. Because with leaks and stuff like this, where you're talking about like, let's say somebody's like recorded a phone call in an office or like had some like email leaks or something, you've got arguments of ownership. Like,
why does she even want to own a mental breakdown leak? I don't know. It's the law and it's simple, but also I'm so lost as to why she has been in here for hours. She's been in here for hours. And she's nonstop trying to debate it. It's so fucking insane. She's still not stopping. She hasn't stopped. She won't stop arguing it. Holy fuck. She won't stop. They've given her so many instances where I feel like she can't say anything anymore. Like there's so many things they've said that it's just like, man, I'm getting owned. If this were a very legal case, someone already would have set precedent ages ago. Yeah, because stuff like this happens all the time, almost every day. I feel like if she unironically took this to a court, they would laugh at her and fucking, and then say, yeah, we're not taking this, dude. I don't even think you can find a lawyer that would be willing to do this, to be willing to be on your side. So bad, dude. It's so bad.
especially with like recorded like leaks or whistleblowing, then you've got arguments of ownership. But unfortunately, you don't own the clips of Brad's video, and that's what I keep coming back to. You just don't own it. If they took other sections of your video that you'd made, then there'd be an argument. But you don't own those leaks. You just are using clips of them. Brad is the copyright owner.
Oh yeah, we're owning this thing.
I did not make the original video. I do not own the content itself. However, I published the video. And because I published the video, if somebody were to take it, it would be taken directly from me. And the usage that I used that video for was fair. The usage that I used it for was legal. While I do not obtain the ownership of the full
I'm
video,
so good at this
I
game.
obtain the ownership of the video that I used in which it's criticism.
I believe this actually was tested, kind of, because there was a case where a content creator, a fairly large one, he was like million sub, somebody tried taking his channel down by claiming ownership of publicly available images. And their argument was that they'd made edits and modifications to those images that, like, oh no, it was like that they had those images on their YouTube before him. This is like photos from the like 1800s, by the way. And their argument was, well, we're now the copyright holder because they were in our video. It's almost like patent trolley kind of shit. And that didn't hold up.
Right, Snails? You think she would have gotten winded our How does she have this much energy to argue? Oh, too bad she can't use that spirit for improving like anything about herself. I feel like she probably does take a substance, maybe, possibly, maybe, because she is like hella broken out and like overweight, and I feel like you can't get to that point unless maybe you are abusing some sort of substance. Maybe, possibly. I think she just likes the attention that much. Maybe? I feel like this is 6 hours, dude. Like, how do you not get, like, exhausted from sitting here? I guess maybe if you're fat and chunky and, like, overweight and obese and you just sit inside all day, this is, like, what you do. So, okay, maybe I'm not maybe I need to understand better. Because, okay, now that I think about it, that actually does make a lot of sense. That actually does check out. That checks boxes. Checks the boxes. HRT KFC working its match.
Because it's like that's publicly available, because you can't, they don't own that's public information. And the reason I make that comparison is because, again, you don't own those clips from Brad's video.
Can I explain the difference there? So I understand what you're saying. So the difference is that those images were published on the internet before that person.
I do think it could just be an addiction of some sorts to the confrontation, because it says a lot about the watermark, how she thinks like getting rid of the watermark is already, like, she thinks getting rid of the watermark is evil, right? And it's like, okay, it's not, right? But it's very obvious that she's pissed about the watermark being removed because it removes that idea that she can get like clout from it. That people will be like, oh, I'm going to go to Rose Malay's channel because she's the one who reported it. Oh, yeah. It's because of that. Like, she very clearly wants like obvious attention. And she is just addicted to attention. I'm going to try a different route this time.
YouTube video. So because those images existed and they were published before that case, that is why they lost there.
Hold on.
The difference is the publishing. It doesn't matter that it was on YouTube for the first time because it was published online by somebody else. Therefore, we're
going to village it up.
So
this is a different case.
So I come back to my earlier question. You believe that if I stole a video from you and re-uploaded,
she's wasting one of the best perks of being on Steam.
Illicitly in some way, because like that's what we're talking about with the leak from Brad. And re-upload those clips, I would in some way hold publication rights to those clips from your video. That's your position.
And the law is funny about this. Like, you can record a conversation in many states, and the person does not consent to it be recorded, and you publish it. You still own publishing rights to that. That is the law. Isn't that fascinating? That is how the law works.
I don't know why you're drawing. Stop dodging.
You do not have to get consent of somebody. In many cases, you can still own the publishing rights.
That's not what. No, because a call is not a creative.
That is the law.
That's a call is not a creative work. It's not the same thing at all. We're talking about a creative work. Brad's video is a creative work. So are you arguing that if I took one of your video, I would in some way own the publication rights to clips I published from an unreleased video?
So first of all, what I posted was not just the unedited clip. Like, I posted a larger commentary video, which I posted clips of it. So I didn't just post the video on its own.
Was that Yen, or was that who the fuck in the back just like quietly went, oh my god. Holy fuck, man, this is hilarious. They sound so defeated. Like, they don't want to do this anymore, dude. It's so good. They want to fight. It's like they want to go home. Holy fuck. They can't take it anymore, man. They can't take it.
Yeah, you posted it unlisted. You already admitted that.
On my second channel.
Yeah, so that still applies. That still applies. If I use that unlisted video, is there not a problem?
Wait. The video's unlisted. Wait, hold on. The video's unlisted, so it's not publicly available. So then, if I'm the first person to find your unlisted video by using tools you can access online to go ahead and find unlisted videos, and then I download your video, Rose, and then I remove the watermark, and then I put my own on it because I found the unreleased content, am I in the same situation that you were in?
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do in the future. In the future, I'm not going to publish.
Wait, no.
Answer the fucking question. Answer the fucking question, you dodging fucking whale.
Hold on. In the future, I will not post the full video.
Answer the question. Answer the question. Answer the question.
Very
simple question, Rose. Very simple question. Answer it.
Would I be in the same exact? Would I have the exact same protections that you are arguing?
Can you repeat the question?
Oh my god!
Holy mother of God!
You uploaded the other.
Oh my god! This has to be rage. This has to be rage bait. This has to be rage bait at this point. We've reached the rage bait stage. There's no fucking way. There's no way. No way. Oh my god, man. This has to be fucking rage bait. They're getting
that
so
section,
mad.
that Brad's video, right, with your fat fucking watermark on it, unlisted. It is it's not publicly available. It's unlisted, okay? If I then use, right, a tool to go ahead and find an unlisted video, your unlisted video, because you can do that, I've done it before, and I downloaded it, because you can download an unlisted video, I removed your watermark, I put my own on it. Have I got the exact same protections as you do in the case of when you took Brad's previously unavailable video and then put your watermark on it?
So actually, that is understandable. What I would argue, actually, is even if it's the full video, I think there is a case to be made. This still has to be proven in court, okay? I think even if it's the full video, it makes it more complicated. But because it is published by that person, that is the source of the information, and they would have the publishing rights. They would not have the... Again, they did not make the content,
you didn't make it
but
public.
they are the one that published it to the world. Now, what I would do in response is I would immediately publish the same video without the watermark on my own channel.
Yeah, but that's
what I would do.
It's not if you're saying that like you're then okay. So if Brad was to then go ahead and release the video, you're entirely going into an entirely different like.
So here's what happened. If Brad were to basically release the video on his own without the watermark, then people would legally be in their rights.
She's owning the chud's truly stunning. Fuck! I thought I could do it with villages. I thought I could get the. I won't do the second village. I'll only do one village. One village should have been enough, and then I should have bought other things.
Take from Brad's video and not mine, and I would not be able to do anything about it. So again, that is.
I'm talking about your video now.
No, that's what you would do to retain your rights in the situation, because at that point, you don't have to use the watermark anymore.
No, it's not even if you want, if you need to.
You do.
What?
You do
this has broken my brain. Like, it is the exact same situation.
To properly credit the source that you use to get your information. Sources, you are required to...
Using your own logic, I can take your own video from the methods I've just described and do exactly what you're arguing against.
If you were able to publish my video before I released it, then you would have publishing rights.
Yen, I had breakfast this morning, Yen.
Yeah.
You don't understand. All right, I think we need a fresh perspective, and Inut has a really good hypothetical here. Go ahead.
Inut has a good hypothetical here. Okay.
Rose, I have a question for you. Okay. You know, you and I've had good interactions, but it's a crazy hypothetical, but it falls within the realm of what you're saying is allowed, right? Let's say you and I were DMing, okay, and it's getting a little crazy, a little spicy, right? And you send me a video of you throwing it back crazy style, and I think, wow, that's a crazy Rose Malay video. If I go and leak that video and publish it, do I have legal rights to keep it up? There's no nudity, so it's not revenge porn. So do I have legal rights to keep that up? Because I leaked it, I published it.
Okay, I mentioned before that.
Does he want that? I mean, can we make it happen? I'm just saying. Can we make it happen?
If Brad were to say to me, "You took my content, like I don't want this up," he would have a legal right to take it down. So I said that. You didn't listen to what I was saying. If Brad wanted my video down, I would not contest it.
But I published it either way.
No, what I'm saying is, like, you did publish it, right?
Do you own Brad?
No, the person who originally made the content, if they were to say, "Hey, I didn't authorize you making this content," like, there would be a case there. So what I'm saying is, if Brad were to contest it in any way, I'm saying that I would not contest it. He would be able to take it down, and if he wanted to pursue me further, he would be able to pursue that in court. But I wouldn't do that, because the moment he takes it down, I would understand.
Okay, she's like fully acknowledging that she has no right over the video, but yet she thinks that she would win in court if, dude, I'm losing my mind here, man. I'm losing my mind, man. I'm losing it. She's like acknowledging that she has no right over the video because she knows Brad could take it down at any moment in time. Dude, I don't get it.
A good Samaritan viewpoint that it's like, yeah, I understand if you don't want this up, like...
By Rose saying that they would take it down, I think that's an answer to the question. It's very hard to get Rose to answer a question.
But to follow on then, did Brad, to what you just said though, did Brad authorize you to upload those clips?
I believe that you do not need authorization. It just is...
Can you answer?
Dude, Holy fuck, man. She's so annoying.
Yes or no question, Rose. Holy
Oh
mother
my
of God.
God.
It's a yes or no. Just say
Well,
yes
I mean,
or no.
hold on. I fucking leaked it. Do you think that he wanted me to leak it?
Yes
Use
or
your
no.
brain, okay?
Yes or no.
I leaked the content. Do you think he wanted me to do that?
Or
Come
no.
on.
Yes
I
or
answered
no.
your question.
No,
I
you
answered
didn't.
your
It's a yes or
question.
no question. Go ahead and answer it.
So
Would you-
with that
No, this
said-
is no.
A
Einat. This is
leak-
no, Einat. This is a principle at this point. Can you say yes or no to the question?
I answer my questions very the
Holy
people get mad at
shit.
me for not saying yes or no, and that's because I answer them in a way
So
that
I
they do not
let me go
misunderstand
ahead
what
and
I'm
answer
saying
your
here.
question. No, you didn't.
Yeah,
Did
yes
you see
or
how
no.
hard that was? That was so difficult for me. I almost killed myself. It was so hard.
Again, I did not get authorization. No, because it's a fucking leak. But it doesn't matter.
So like, okay, to bring it into like mainstream terms, whenever like TMZ leaks something and they put their watermark on it, right? Typically the person that recorded it, right? Because TMZ doesn't post anything unless they bought the rights to it. So then they put the watermark on it. Okay, so if someone like recorded Kanye West doing coke while doing a fucking Nazi salute, then they sell that video to TMZ. They put a watermark on it. So they leaked that Kanye did that, but they owned the rights to recording it.
Yeah, no, what I'm
TMZ
saying
paid
is
for it.
like
they own the rights. You don't own the rights to Brad's video, even if he hasn't
no.
published
So here's how it would happen, right? If TMZ wanted to, they could just now. Let me finish my sentence because you're not going to understand unless I finish my sentence here, right? If they wanted
didn't
to,
say anything.
they
I'll let you
could.
finish.
Okay, thank you, because I have more to say. So if they wanted to, they could just post it themselves. But what's going to happen is immediately the person is going to like contest that because they're going to be like, well, hey, I said you could do this if you paid me, right? And then eventually it probably would get taken down. But if somebody then took it from TMZ, they would still have to like credit TMZ for posting it regardless.
Yes,
Does that make any sense? That's the legal gray
The
area.
person that recorded the video is the owner of that video. Brad recorded that video. Brad is the owner of it. It doesn't matter if he published it or not, Rose. So,
No, but in a legal sense, publication matters.
Rose, are you a lawyer?
No,
Are you a lawyer?
hold on.
Have you looked
Wait,
into
let
Beckett go.
Just to make this simple, if TMZ posted a video without purchasing it and stuck their watermark on it, they actually can't do that. That would be theft, because then they'd be trying to claim that they made this in some way. So the problem would be, and like again, if like TMZ posted something,
Oh no, they
had
wouldn't be
not bought-
claiming that they made it. I mean, and it's, unless they specifically
they'd
said,
be-
but
they'd
they would
be-
be
they'd be
claiming that they published it. There's a difference.
They'd be claiming that they're like the owners of it. That's what
They are the
watermark
hold on.
is for.
They are the source for publishing the information. They are not the source of the clip itself.
No.
And also, they're
because,
posting the
again-
clip on
Hold
its
can
own
I
without
finish?
any
Can I
commentary
finish?
added to it.
Hold on.
It is
Can
a
I just
different
finish?
situation
Can I
because
finish?
Rose, before
Holy
we give
fuck!
you to
Can I
do
just
that.
finish? Like, TMZ have to buy the leaks that they post. They have to purchase them. This is not. They don't just go, "Oh, I own this now. This is mine." The watermark goes on, so we own it. They have to pay money to the person who they like originated from. That's really important. It's really essential and kind of basic. So the problem is, like, if they didn't buy it, if they didn't buy that video, like that video release leak or whatever, then putting a watermark on it wouldn't really matter.
Okay,
I'm
so
not
can
sure
I
they even
explain? I'm
would.
not. What I'm saying is I'm not contesting
I
what
don't
you're
think they
saying
would.
because let me explain because I can explain this to you. So what I'm saying is I do not have a right to basically stop Brad from trying to take it down. No, what I'm talking about is an unrelated third party taking credit for the publication. So I would not stop Brad.
What? That doesn't make any sense because if it's not your content, why would you have any right over the content in the first place? That doesn't make any sense. Oh. This is making me so upset. Rose, look at what you're doing, man. You're making me sad. You're making me sad. This is not okay. This is mean.
From taking my videos down because hey, I didn't say that you could post this, right? Now you could argue maybe there is some sort of like blah blah blah. Is there like a right? Do I have like because I use inferiors like blah blah? I would go down that rabbit hole, right? Well, I'm not talking about that. I can understand in a sense that yeah, you probably legally might not be able to like do that. But what I'm saying is I'm talking about an unrelated third party taking credit for the publication, which was not done by them. That is a different situation. We can acknowledge that even the person.
Okay. He looks so defeated. I'm starting to get defeated by this, dude. I'm actually starting to get defeated by this. Like I'm actually kind of like I'm actually losing it. I can't, dude. If I was in this circumstance, I would have left. I wouldn't have stayed any longer, dude. I can't take this. This is actually just like it's just a back and it's the same shit. They're just saying the same things over and over and over again, just repeating. Nothing is changing. It's the definition of insanity. I mean, like, fuck, dude. This fucking blows. You feel defeated? Hippleton sat there the whole 6 hours. I can't, like, dude, he's a trooper. Like, he's an actual fucking trooper. Like, this is just pissing me off. Like, I'm just getting mad because it's just like, it's the same shit over and over and over again. And they're repeating the same thing. And they're essentially just telling her the answer every single time. They're just saying like, hey, like, no, you're wrong. This is why you're wrong. And she just refuses. She refuses. She doesn't I don't know, man. I don't know.
Who hypothetically would be taking it from TMZ, right? They would not claim that they recorded that footage. They would claim that they released the footage, or they would try to obscure the fact that they got the information from TMZ. They did not get the information from the person who filmed it. Hello, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just, again...
Hello, you still there? She said that immediately after she talked. Bro, they're not gonna... Oh my god, man. Oh my god. They're not even responding. They're at a point where they're not even responding anymore. They just can't take it.
These are different things. Legal stuff is complicated, and YouTubers are not equipped to handle it.
Hold on,
Oh
but
my
I'm not
God.
arguing that this isn't fucking complicated.
Such an arrogant
These
asshole.
are different things. The problem I'm having, Rose, is the fact that I keep saying these are different things, and you're treating them as the same. Because what you're confusing...
The person who filmed it. Hello, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just, again, like, sort of wondering...
These are different things.
Like,
Legal
yeah,
stuff
no,
is
I mean-
complicated, and YouTubers are not equipped to handle it.
Hold on,
Oh
but
my
I'm not
God.
arguing that this isn't fucking complicated.
Such an
or that
arrogant
these aren't
asshole.
different...
It's okay. YouTubers are just not equipped to handle this. You are a YouTuber. I mean, I'll be generous here. You're a YouTuber, quote unquote. I wouldn't really call you one, but we'll be generous here. We'll be generous. Dude, I dead ass. I just don't know. I don't know anymore. It's like, bro, jeez. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's so
things.
bad.
The problem I'm having, Rose, is the fact that I keep saying these are different things, and you're treating them as the same. Because what you're confusing is copyright ownership and, like, credit. And the problem you're having is that, like, somebody
I'm not
just
confusing
removed
anything. I'm being very consistent and fair in what I'm saying.
You're
Because
just
I
mad
understand
that
what
I'm
I'm talking
wrong.
about.
You're just mad that I'm wrong.
If you think that I'm wrong, show this video to a lawyer and see what they have to say. I know what I'm talking about, and I'm not going to explain how I know.
Okay, okay, let's hold on. Let's get ahead of the conversation. So, who are you suing?
I have not made any definitive statements that I am going to start a lawsuit.
You did
what
make
I'm doing
definitive
is
statements.
I
You
am,
absolutely
I am
did. You said that
saying-
you are going to sue
absolutely have
anybody
said-
who does this, and I already told
I
you that my
said-
entire chat is
I-
going to. My
Hold
entire
on.
chat.
I said that if they did do that, then I would sue. I never
But hold on,
officially said that I was going to sue them. I said, as a warning, if you go down this path and do this, then I will sue.
That's an intent to sue.
Yeah, that's an intent to say. Like,
You
I
dumb
don't
fucking
Also,
cunt.
I never said any explicit names of who I was going to sue. I just said if this
dumb
action is
cunt.
taken,
I'm
then I
asking,
will.
are you... Okay, fine. So you're intending to take some people to court over this because you've said that there's a Discord that maliciously tried to remove credit. So
My chat's
Well, I
already.
was told-
My
hold
chat's
on,
already
I was
uploaded it.
told-
Oh, you were
3 times.
told. Fuck
I
me.
was I
My
was
God.
told. Let me listen because this is important.
saw it in a
okay?
dream.
I was told. I was basically explicitly
saw it
saying
in a
this
dream.
could happen, right? And I said, okay, if
Could
that is
happen.
done,
Let's say
If-
hypothetically.
if the chat decides to do this, then I will sue.
The chat's already
That
done
is
it 3
not-
times. The chat. Oh, actually, it's 5 now. Yeah, 5 people have already done it.
I have this amazing idea for.
I
a
guess.
channel thing now.
Yeah, I guess the lawsuits are coming, huh? So you're gonna do it now,
Okay,
Rose?
but
The
the thing
lawsuits
is,
are coming
out the
you doing this
woodworks.
just weakens. Hold on, you doing this just weakens any case that you have.
So,
because
Rose, are you
by
gonna do it
doing
now?
that,
So, Rose, are you
I am
gonna do it now?
proving.
So,
I
Rose,
am
are you gonna do it
proving
now?
that there is a
So, Rose, are you gonna
coordinated
do it now?
effort
So, Rose, are you
to
gonna do it
do
now?
this.
So, Rose,
It's
are you
not
gonna do it
malicious.
now?
Now we're
It's not
firmly in
malicious.
the region of satire, which is why I brought up
Correct.
the Sargon of Akkad case.
That's correct. So, Rose, are
Also,
gonna
how do
it?
you know the intent of the viewers if you're arguing maliciousness?
So hold on. What I'm saying, I'll give you another example, right? If I were to take a TV show and I were to upload it in full, changing nothing about it, what he did was clips. So the reason the satire defense doesn't work is because he uploaded clips.
Oh my
No,
god,
that was Sargon of Akkad's entire defense. It's satire.
Rose, it's
Again,
10
you're
it's
taking
10
a
people now.
complicated legal situation and
Bomb
you're
Liquor is
simplifying it
uploading
and
it right
making
now.
an incorrect conclusion to the case, okay? If he would have just uploaded it in full with no changes whatsoever, that would not have counted as satire. I can't take a TV show, upload, like, I can't be like, this is dumb SpongeBob, this is dumb South Park,
So
and then just upload the full episode.
wait, hold
That
on.
is
So
not
if I
legal.
take your clip,
You
if I
can't
take
do
your
that.
clip and remove
What?
the watermark, is
Now, correct me if I'm wrong here. I might be wrong here, but can't you? Plenty of people do YouTube. Like back in the day, used to do like YouTube poops of SpongeBob, and it would be like clips of SpongeBob with like voiceovers or different. Like they'd add something different in it. I'm pretty sure you're allowed to do that. I don't think that's like. I'm like pretty sure you're allowed to do that. But I guess I could be wrong. I was egging it on saying I uploaded a video and used AI to remove the watermark. Oh yeah, I'm having Grok remove all of your watermarks and re-uploading them now, Rose.
Isn't that a change?
True.
That's quite creative, actually.
No.
That's a creative
That
change.
specifically removes
quite creative,
Reddit from you. So for
actually.
instance, if I were to like say,
Wait,
take-
no, credit
let
from
me-
the what?
oh,
Credit
I
from the
have- I have
what?
a
Credit
perfect-
from the
I have a
what?
perfect-
It removes credit from the what?
Hold on. I have a perfect response to this. You know how on TV shows they have
I
at
have
the
a perfect
corner of the
response to this,
screen?
right? Don't answer the
Let me
question.
explain. I am answering the question. You need to listen to me. So if you were to take, let's say, SpongeBob has Nickelodeon, right? If I were to censor over Nickelodeon and obscure the
Nickelodeon owns
fact-
it. Nickelodeon
Yes,
owns
let me
SpongeBob.
hold on. Let me
It has nothing to do
hold
with
on.
watermark.
They publish SpongeBob. They're not the creators of the cartoon, but they
But they
publish it
own
on their
it.
They
platform.
own
Hold on,
it.
Let me explain.
Let me explain, but Rose, you don't need to explain. He just explained it for you. They own SpongeBob. Nickelodeon owns it. They own it. It's their property. Dude, it's like so. I don't understand. God, Jesus
explain.
Christ.
So they have on the corner of their screen Nickelodeon. If I were to take a censor bar and cover it over, that would be illegal because I am censoring the fact that it's owned by Viacom, who owns that, right? So I
Okay.
would basically be, not informing people of
No one
where
has
this show
disagreed with
came
you.
from.
No one has disagreed with you on this.
That is
No one
the
has disagreed.
equivalent to
No,
what
it's
I'm
not.
talking about.
No, it's
No,
not.
That is the equivalent.
Because
That is
no,
the
it's not.
equivalent.
No, it's not. No, it's not because you
Because
did
that
not
is their
purchase.
watermark.
No,
That is basically a
because that's not
watermark.
what a watermark is for. Because you did not purchase or have any ownership rights to Brad's video. You don't have a contract with Brad. You don't have any agreements of publication with him. You cannot actually. hold
Okay,
on.
so I will give another example. So for instance, like in journalism, sometimes you
Oh my
obtain
God.
things and that you don't always have the, when you leak things in journalism, you don't always have the permission of
In
like
this
the Epstein
example,
stuff.
I win. In
Can
this
I
example,
mention
I
the
win.
The
Epstein
slap
stuff?
on Titan
No,
is
no, the
awesome.
Epstein stuff.
Epstein.
Do you think? Hold on. Do you think that Epstein was okay with them leaking those photos? Do you think that Epstein gave them permission? to
Actually,
just,
he was dead,
report on
so
that?
I don't think they had really much of a choice.
No, that's just an example because that's what happens in media.
It's a bad example.
Sorry.
No,
Hey,
but
so-
that's
because journalists, when they leak emails and things, those emails don't become the property of the publication. I believe this has been tested in court actually,
Correct.
because there was a case, I think it was the voting machine case back in the 2010s, where there was copyright takedowns to try and take down massive archives of emails from a corruption scandal, and the court found that they couldn't be taken down because they were no longer owned. They basically became like public ownership. So the journalist didn't own them, the company didn't own them anymore because they were relevant open material. But yeah,
Okay, but wouldn't that be equivalent to me leaking something and that being they do not longer own it because it was published? So that doesn't prove what you're trying to say.
No, it's twofold. It's twofold. Firstly, Brad still owns that creative work because we're talking about emails in this case. That's kind of different. But secondly, importantly, note the section where I was like, the journalists don't own the emails.
Exactly.
So yeah, again, you don't own it. This has been it's like the 2010s voting machine case would be the strongest equivalent.
So this is what happens in courts. Each side brings different cases to try to make their point, and I would have
Where are
other
your
cases
cases?
that would.
Where are your cases, Rose?
Do you know the shift there? Because I've given you Sargon of Akkad, I've given you the voting case stuff, I've got you my own situation with a lawyer. That's 3, one of which is me directly paying somebody to give me advice on copyright. Where are yours, Rose?
Single one.
See, the thing about how this works is that you actually spend time to make sure that you have a strong case, and so you don't just say shit on the top of your head
Beckett
without
has
really
stuff to
thinking
back
about
up.
it.
Beckett has
You
stuff
go
to
in
back up.
court.
What
Beckett
is
has
she
stuff to back-
saying? What is she saying? How does she think those clips channels that upload clips of Smiling Friends and The Simpsons do it? Well, I'm assuming she just doesn't get it. I don't think she understands. Where's my mouse? Oh, it's right here. I'm at a point, dude. She's just saying things at this point. She's literally just saying things. I really do believe this is rage bait. What time have you spent? I don't even know what she's saying at this point.
And I just want to remind you. I want to excuse me.
They spend time. They don't just say shit on the top of their head.
Yeah,
they
Beckett's
spend
not saying shit on
time
the top of their head.
to find cases.
Beckett literally has
that show
cited
a
information.
precedent.
Beckett proved that precedent through cited information. You're just saying an argument off the top of your head with no information.
No, because if you were to
attached
spend
it.
more time
No, you were
to go through it, you realize it doesn't make the point that you're trying to think that it
Didn't
does.
you start this by saying that like you know the law and then you couldn't cite the law, and then when you couldn't cite the law and given a chance to look it up, you couldn't find it, and then when Becca has cited actual examples.
I was not finished with what I was doing. I was not finished with what I was doing because these things take time. That's the thing you don't understand. I am literally talking
these things. Okay, what is she saying when I don't? Okay, she's just yapping. Because what is she saying that these things take time? I don't understand what she's saying by that. Because if you know the law and you can cite the law, then cite the law. Like, am I losing my mind here? Like, if you know the law and you can cite the law, then just do it. It doesn't, like, this whole idea that it takes time is, like, it's just not even true. Like, yeah, I mean, lawsuits take time, but if you know the law, they're asking, simply put, just if do you know the law? What's the law? Can you cite it for us? And she's just saying, like, well, it takes time. It's like, well, what the fuck does that even mean? I don't understand what that means. If you know the law, cite it. Like, it's just like it doesn't take time. It's just fuck.
Basically, blood sports. This is like theater, okay?
It's
this
not
is
when we're citing sources.
What law is supposed to be. So you're not,
I will say,
actually.
Yeah, I will say that you've like entirely...
an actual case, you would take a lot more time to make sure that your case is as bulletproof as possible by finding the best cases, not the ones that you think of on the top of your head. Because I can poke holes in it right off the
Can you
spot.
give me a single example? Can you give me a single example?
That's not how legal stuff works. Because to be successful in court, you have to take time to find the best examples.
Take time, but he has it. He has it. What is she saying? What? What? He has it. He knows what it is. He has done this before. He's talking about how he's done this before. He's talked to lawyers before about this type of stuff. I don't understand. I'm so sad. I'm sad. She's making me sad again. I don't understand, dude. She's just yapping, man. Chad, she's just yapping. I'm gonna fucking... Okay. We're gonna close out this round and I'm ending stream, okay? I can't. I can't get pulled in for another fucking 2 hours, okay? I can't. I don't know how Himpleton did this shit. I can't get dragged into this for any longer. I can't. I'm gonna fucking blow my brains out. This is, like, this sucks. This must be more attention than her parents gave her as a child. She probably asked Grok, and Grok called her a retard, so she just didn't say anything. Like, I'm actually gonna lose my mind if I have to listen. He had to do this for 6 hours, dude. 6 hours. Oh my god. I mean, it's funny. I'll give her that. It's definitely really funny. Like, this is really fucking funny. But it's also just infuriating. Because I'm repeating the same shit over and over again. And it's like she's like a fucking toddler. She's like actually retarded. This match is going to take forever because I'm slowing. I basically just put all up slow characters. And now they're just slowing everything down. Fuck. Oh, Cats, thank you for the 20 Canadian epic fail. And it's a hippo and he's crying and he goes, he falls to his knees and he says, epic fail. Thank you, Cats. Thank you. Oh my god. I was reading the I was looking at the donation and I didn't realize that balloons were coming. Oh fuck. I got 2 more rounds, dude. I got 2 more rounds. Okay, we upgraded big guy. Big guy. Big guy. Big guy. Big guy. SpongeBob SquarePants. Pants okay. I can't slow it? I can't slow it? Oh, I'm cooked. I'm actually like cooked. I'm actually cooked. Can they break it? Can they break it? Can they break it? Just break it. Just break it. Just break it. Just break it. Just break it open. Break it open! Oh. Oh. Oh my god, thank fuck. Gah. Have you guys seen that have you guys seen that song? Have you guys seen that song? Big guy. Big guy. New SpongeBob movie. Have you guys seen that song? Have you guys heard that song? That song sucks. That song is actually fucking horrendous. You guys want to sneak peek of the song? So you bless your ears? Let's see. I can't show it because it's the...
Stop playing with
it's...
Big guy, big guy, big guy, big guy. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay.
It's sped up.
Big guy, big guy.
Oh, I have it sped up.
SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. SpongeBob, big
you guys fuck with this song?
Off the wake up, I'm feeling my best. I bend over, I do my little stretch. Ain't a jellyfish, but I'm the catch. Feel like that fish, so I'm pumping my chest. I blow bubbles so big like Mrs. Puff. I be locked in like, no, this isn't luck. Eating fancy like, no, this isn't chump. With my bestie like everything fun. Big guy, big guy, big guy, big guy.
Already just like it.
Big guy, pants okay. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. Big guy, big guy, big guy, big guy. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. Big things about to happen today. I woke up feeling a brand new way. Facing the world in a brand new way. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay.
Chat dancing, look at that.
Hips, doing a dance in my big guy pants. The baddest, the top of the list I am. And on my purse, they came fresh out of clamp. Big guy, big guy, big guy, big guy. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. SpongeBob, big guy.
Sorry, the beginning was sped up because of me. I accidentally sped it up.
Big guy, big guy. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. Off the wake up, I'm feeling my best. Big things about to happen.
Oh yeah, this shit hits.
I bend over, I do my little stretch.
This shit hits.
I woke up feeling a brand new way. Ain't a jellyfish, but I'm the catch. Facing the world in a brand new way. Feel like that fish, so I'm pumping my chest. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. Big guy, big guy, big guy, big guy. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. Big guy, big guy, big guy, big guy. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay.
Yeah, there we go. That was a beautiful song, wasn't it, Chad? You guys fucked with that song, huh? Y'all fuck with that song, huh? Alright, Chad, I'm gonna end stream. That drama was... That quote-unquote drama. I call it drama. It wasn't even drama. That was just fucking... It was just fucking like an idiot trying to argue fair use. It fucking pissed me the fuck off. It was so annoying. She's actually just infuriating. I started to like her a little bit more. You know, I was starting to like Rose a little bit more. You know, I thought I started empathizing a little bit more with the rape. You know, maybe I was like, I was starting to be more like, oh, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't be so harsh on her for liking rape. You know, maybe that's just what she wants. She wants to be raped. I get it. You know, that's fine. But I think at this point, you know, I'm back to hating her again. She's just too retarded. But anyways, chat, I'm gonna end stream. Let me double check if anybody's live right now, real quick. If somebody's live right now, I'll raid. But if nobody else is, I will not. I think Rezi might be live. I don't see Rezi. I don't see Rezi. Yeah, you know what? Fine. I feel like a good chunk of you guys are sleeping. Here, let's see. Let's see. Let's... A space... Fuck, man. Coyote Lover? Okay, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, Coyote Lover. Yeah, okay, that's Aiden. Oh, is Aiden live? Good stream, Marcus and gang. Of course, Elite Eater. Let's go see some coyote lovers.